A Niner! They're still my boys. Well, we got an old-fashioned ass whooping, didn't we? You know what, though? It just speaks to a lot of different issues this year. This game sort of like spotlighted everything that's wrong with 2020. But as we like to do after the game, we like to pick it apart and find out what bothered us the most when we have these kind of losses. Your observations on the Nick Mullens performance, as the quarterback is always the first guy you look at. And were you satisfied with the 49ers' intensity in this game? Did it seem like they came to play, or did it seem like they were just out there playing? On a few occasions they did. Well, you know what? I'll let you be the judge of that. And give me some judgment from the trenches. The O-line, the D-line. Oh. Kyle Shanahan Robert Saleh's game plan and adjustments. Do you want to pick that apart? Anything else you want to add to it? I'll just say Nick Mullens, I give him a C. He didn't fail tonight. Not really. He was okay. For Nick, I thought he did okay. I've got nothing bad to say about Nick. That shot downfield Ayuk, nice. So, you know, it demonstrates one thing. We do have a guy that can beat the coverage. It looks like it is Ayuk. Were you satisfied with the 49ers' intensity? Fab, did you notice at times it looked like the 49ers, especially the defense, did they look so frustrated at times that they just sort of gave it up? I need to go back and find out how good is. I mean, I didn't know the Bills had a great offensive line because last week I thought the Rams had a better offensive line than the Bills did. And we did okay. Well, they didn't have Whitworth, but still, all day we couldn't touch the quarterback. He had plenty of time. I mean, we're standing there watching the mobile quarterback not have to use his legs all day. The man threw over 40 times and made all of them except for a few. Really? Because he had all day to throw on each throw. Kyle Shanahan and Robert Saleh's game plan and adjustments. You know what really worries me? I think the 49ers, I think Kyle and both Robert Saleh, I think they both had game plans that weren't executed or fulfilled. I really do. I don't think it was them. I know most people think it's them. I don't think it was them. I think their frustration on the sideline was them watching the team self-destruct without their permission. Kyle made a few plays, but he made some plays they executed perfectly. And you notice when they did, it was fruitful. I don't know what was going on in defense, other than the fact that they were being hung out to dry. The secondary, people are taking shots at the secondary, but I think I said this years ago when our secondary was getting smoked on every play in every game. I said, listen, I don't care who you put in that secondary. Until that frontline defensive rush is right, that secondary is going to get roasted every week. So I'm gonna have to stick with that. I blame them both, but first I blame the frontline rush, which was non-existent. Oh my God, they were bad. And Beasley, you know, because you think Stephon Diggs was the guy to kill us all day. I'm looking at Colt Beasley, had his best game of his life. He ended it with what, 440, 150 yards? Oh my God, is that even possible? Beasley, be glad, boy. No Taylor. No Williams, you had a day, didn't you? Hey, Jay, come on in, man.
What's up, Ronbo?
Jay, a whooping. I mean, a country whooping. And
it wasn't even.
It wasn't even a game.
No, it wasn't even a game, and it was very frustrating because our secondary played it. They played a terrible game. It was just pathetic. They didn't. That fourth down play too. They didn't bump. You know, you got to jam the wide receiver up. You just don't let them get it quick. I don't know, man. I know Stephon Diggs is a good wide receiver, but he didn't have 100 yards. He didn't have 100 yards, but he was just being very efficient, and they couldn't stop it. He did the same play over and over again, the curl route, and
and didn't work, and talking trash. That's what was killing me.
Talking trash.
Every
See-
play, Stefan's talking trash. I said, man, you take your back to the man.
Right. And then I know people are gonna say that was a terrible call with Street, but come on, man, you gotta know when to let up. You know, you can.
True.
You can't. You did.
You're never gonna
Everybody
get away
knows you
blasting the
cannot touch
quarterback.
the quarterback. You
Yep.
cannot touch the quarterback.
They're looking for any excuse.
That's just IQ football. You cannot touch the quarterback. Everybody knows this. It's been going on for how many years? You should know not to touch the quarterback. He was giving himself up. You run, and people are like, how can you stop? You just force your way. You're an athlete. You able to stop yourself. Momentum.
Jay, he had plenty of time to pull up. He saw the ball was gone from the quarterback's hands, and he
that's what I'm
still
saying.
launched that shot. Yep.
Yes, you cannot do that. That's just self-destruction play that you cannot do.
And,
you know what I'm saying?
And that's
Ronbo?
why when everybody's blaming Robert Saleh, you cannot blame Contavious being a bonehead on Robert Saleh.
Exactly. You
God.
You cannot. You cannot. You know what I'm saying? So
And-
it
and
just
Saleh-
seems in the game.
And Saleh cannot be responsible for having to put Dante Johnson in the game. All right. And so, you
Right.
know, all this blame and the coaches is really
It's just, Ronbo, they just want to figure it. We need to start blaming. The season is what it is. We need to start blaming the coaches, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's been a terrible year. We ain't even playing in our own stadium. So, you know what I'm saying? So, we got to look at it. This season is what it is, and we just need to just, you know what I'm saying, coast and
Let
lose
it
with
in.
dignity
Let it in.
and come back next year.
yes.
I'm
'cause
dead ass serious.
I am too. I don't want to see
glad-
Jimmy. I don't want to see Jimmy this year. I don't want to see George
No,
this year.
I don't want to see. Yes,
I don't want to see
them
any
to get fully healthy.
season-ending injuries.
Yes.
Heal up,
Yes.
come back. The revenge tour is back on next year. See, we gonna go, fam. It's,
We
it's
need
short.
to put that on pause too.
Well, we did.
Ronbo. We need to put
We
that on
did.
pause.
It's definitely on pause.
On the
It stopped
revenge
weeks
tour, we
ago.
just need to win one game at a time.
Yes. All right, fam. I'm gonna see you. Actually,
All
I'll
right,
be back
appreciate
this
it,
week.
Ronbo.
I'll see you this weekend. All right, fam.
All right, appreciate it. No, man.
Appreciate you. Night.
Good night.
Easy Tino. That's a cool name. Easy Tino. Easy says, but they can blast our quarterback. That crap ain't right, but the refs eat the flag when it comes to us. Oh, Easy. I'll never forget the Super Bowl. Jimmy got knocked all the way up into the third row and no flag. Steven.
What's up, Ronbo? How you doing?
Steven, surviving this game. And, you know, the thing is, I thought they'd at least put up a fight. I wasn't sure if they were going to win it, but I thought they'd at least make a decent showing. And this is what I'm most disappointed in. I didn't see, like I said, Nick Mullens wasn't bad, but the intensity, it seemed like it was lacking at times. The trenches, both offensive and defensive lines, they have a lot of work to do, and anybody that's got a contract at the end of this year, they can start looking for a new job. Tom Compton, please do not re-up. And then Shanahan Robert Saleh's game plans. I think the guys just failed to execute right and left all day long. And incapabilities.
Oh, they
But
did.
Yeah. What are you thinking?
So this is what I'm thinking, Ronbo. So, oh man, if we killed ourselves, I'll
Yes.
put it like that. We killed ourselves straight up. With dumb bonehead penalties starting from Contavious Street, Richard Sherman basically hugging Stephon Diggs because we all know he's too damn old to cover someone that fast. It happened against him with Tyreek Hill in the Super Bowl, and it happened again with Stephon Diggs. And
Don't forget about the
for some odd
playoffs.
reason,
Devontae,
Oh,
you know, Smith.
Devontae Smith. He gets burned out every time. He's done. He's over with. And he's like, I want to sign, but I don't think my time has come. And you just proved to us that, you shouldn't get signed again because you're too damn old. And we need someone who's equally faster, if not better. And you know what? It also comes down to, like Nick Mullens wasn't bad, but he could have been a lot better. You know that bonehead move he did at the red zone? He didn't. Oh my God, lack of communication was so overwhelmingly bad today.
Wasn't it over and over? No, hey, did Nick get an No, he got one INT. It bounced off of Ayuk and into the hands of a Bills defender. Yeah.
And then Tevin Coleman as well. He threw it to Tevin Coleman and it got picked off. I forgot by who, but that was pretty much our final dagger because we could have actually scored with that play, but instead what had happened was Coleman couldn't get his hands around it. He threw it a little bit too far behind Coleman and interception.
Steven, let me ask you a question. Is Tevin Coleman coming back next year?
You know what, Ronbo? I don't think so. I don't see them signing him. But you know what? It all depends because, like I said, we have JaMychal Hasty on injured reserve. He's a rookie that we picked up from the practice squad that showed up good numbers. And this is actually, you know what? That raises another question. Where was Jerick McKinnon? Where was he at? Because we saw Mostert and Coleman, but no McKinnon.
He's signing his release papers as well. Okay, because you know what? Next year, as far as I'm concerned, Mostert, Jeffrey Wilson Jr., third guy to be named later. Like you say, Jamal Hasty. Let's work on him a while. You know what? We don't have any money. Anybody that's marginal, say goodbye. That's it.
Yeah. Like Trent. And as much as I hate to say it, Ronbo, Trent Williams is on that chopping block too. We just can't afford him. We just can't, and it kills us because
I hate to admit it.
He's such a key player.
Yeah. But you know what? If you don't have Trent Williams, somebody said Mike McGlinchey will be a better left tackle for you than he is a right tackle. Do you believe that?
You know what, Ronbo? I don't believe in Mike McGlinchey at all, to be honest. I really don't. I don't. I've lost all hope for that man. It's just that guy gets beat one-on-one every single time. And don't get me wrong, today he didn't do too bad.
No, it's true. It's funny, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like the one time, he actually does good, we lose. And it wasn't just by, at least, like I said, at least the score was 34-24. It wasn't like, we got our asses kicked, It wasn't going to be a blowout like how the Patriots did to the Chargers. No, it was nothing like that. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and end it with this, Ronbo.
Right.
I don't care what anyone says. We had actually came back from a loss, from a large margin. And you know what? Seattle couldn't do it, and Seattle lost to the Giants, and we didn't lose to the Giants. They're probably the second. If I'm going to say, I think they're the second worst team. And then who else lost? The Cardinals lost. So you know what?
Yeah.
Losses were handed out in our division everywhere, and I don't care what anyone says. And you know what? If anyone's in the Pittsburgh fan of the chat, you guys got beat by the no-name football team. Shut up. You're done.
There you go. All of it good question. Steve, we're going to go. I'm going to see you later in the week, okay?
Okay, I'll see you, man.
Night, man.
Take care.
You too. And Sean, come on in. Sean.
What's up, Ronbo?
Oh, Sean, it's back to them hours and days we spent wallowing in this misery. It's a nightmare returning. It's like I feel like Freddy Krueger is all up in my dreams. I can't drink enough coffee to stay awake. Sean, I don't mind the 49ers losing because the circumstances would dictate that would have to be a possibility each and every week. But what I want to see is an effort, and I didn't see it tonight like I wanted to. I don't know if the coaches, like everybody's trying to blame, are at fault. But, Sean, what are you thinking?
First and foremost, man, we just got fucking carved up by a better team, Ronbo.
And that's number one.
It is what it is. Josh Allen is the truth. He's the fucking truth, man. There's no question about it. Look, you got Josh Allen going against Nick Mullens. Okay?
And he didn't use his legs, Sean. He was standing in the pocket. He was standing in the pocket. He wasn't even running. I thought he was going to hurt us with his legs. And he hurt us with his arm.
But the thing is with Josh Allen, even when he would scramble to try and extend plays, he was to the bitter end, man. He was trying to fight to make something happen. There's a couple plays where there's a bootleg with Nick Mullens and he looked good. But it's just look, man, we got beat by a healthier team. We got beat by a team with a better quarterback. Yeah. We just got beat, man. Look, and I think we got Debo going too late. We tried to do too much with him too late. We should have got him involved early.
I think Kyle's trying to take it easy with him. It looked like it. He didn't get him involved
Yeah,
in
you
about,
know,
what, 5 or 6 plays?
but I think it's still that hammy. I think he's still trying to take it easy on that
He
hamstring.
doesn't
But it
want
was
to get
like,
hurt.
but towards the end, it was like he was trying to put, the team on Debo's back, and Debo was trying to pull himself out of the game. Like, man, you got to take it easy with me. You know what I mean? So, look, it is what it is, guys. We just got beat by a dominant team.
Yep.
And yes, our secondary's trash. And if you guys think that it's bad now, wait till next year, because damn near all of them are fucking free agents.
No, all of them are.
There's going to be a lot.
Not one of them are. Every last one of them. That's what I'm saying. You sign. I don't know how many you can sign, but you sign 1 or 2. I'd say keep Verrett. Mosley stays. K1 stays.
Yeah.
Jamar Taylor should be cheap if you can keep him. And then I draft a cornerback, I guess. Man, it's going to be rough.
But, and I'll say this before I go. I know a lot of people were complaining about the D-line, but, man, look, the D-line, man, they was putting in work today, man, but it was Josh Allen is too much, man. He can step in the pocket, he can slide out, he can roll out, he can scramble. There's a lot going on. You know what I mean? We just got beat by a superior team. That's all it is.
That's the bottom line. I mean, we weren't full strength. You're not going to beat the Bills playing. And even if you can play it at half strength, you better be real, real tough, or otherwise, yeah.
Yeah. Don't be too hard on this team. If you want to beat up the secondary, go for it. I hear you on that, but we just got carved up by a superior team. That's all, man.
That's the bottom line. All right, Sean.
Yep.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, too.
Brother.
All right, fam. Great to hear from you.
Don't be too hard on them. We just got beat by a better team. We just got beat. Don't be too hard on them, man. That's all it is.
Yeah,
yes, sir. All right.
All right, Sean. Have a good night, fam.
Later. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Sean's right. They were definitely the better team. I'm a homeboy. Man, okay. Thank you, Mr. Mahomeboy. Let me see. JC3771 says, who can fill Robbie's job? Dante Whitner. Oh, thanks, JC. Is he an X's and O's guy? I wonder. Because they're going to be, I don't know, but Robert Saleh, he may not be leaving, unless if Detroit just really goes after him and offers him the right thing, I guess. But otherwise, 660 in Missouri. Hello.
Hello.
Who is this?
This is Chiefs Kingdom again.
Okay. Yes. What is it?
This is Ty.
Yeah, I know. Go ahead, Ty. Have at it.
Guys didn't listen to me. You barely run the football.
Well, it looked like they were trying to run the football, but they weren't doing a very good job of it.
They had to just keep running the football. That's not what they did though. They tried to Nick Mullens tried to play my Patrick Mahomes, it looks like, but hey.
You think he was doing? He was practicing. He was imitating Mahomes there. I think the Bills actually outplayed the 49ers today, and they actually stopped the run, which was not anticipated. So we got some issues to go.
Yeah,
it's hard to put a finger exactly on what was wrong with that run game.
Mhm. And I will say this though, I am happy about my Chiefs because of what happened today.
What's that?
With the Washington football team.
Oh, the Steelers? Yeah.
Yeah.
The Steelers are in trouble. They lost the wrong guys. So you guys might have a cakewalk from here on into the playoffs. The Steelers can't beat the Chiefs right now. So good luck. Anyway, okay. We'll talk to you later, okay?
Okay. Bye.
All right. Night.
Bye.
And Niner Mike, don't forget about it. If you have do forget about it. Worst game of the season. Yeah. Just awful.
What's going on? Hey, listen, Queef Kingdom guy, go start your own thing for your own team. It really looks bad on you. You know what I mean? You got to come to the 49er faithful after games. And I don't know what you're doing with yourself, kid, but go make a YouTube profile or something. I don't know. Listen, Ronbo.
Hey, Mike, let me ask you one thing about that, though. Mike, just one thing I want to say. do you go around other teams' chats and start talking as soon as you start to win and they start to? I always get a kick out of people who do that.
No,
What kind of mind is that? You know your time
Ronbo.
is coming. This is why we don't see any Raider fans in here anymore. They used to be running the chat one year, and now you never see them. Stupid. We'll get you.
That's a guy. He needs to go beat himself up. I don't know what to say about it. But listen,
I've heard it a long
come on.
time.
Hey, listen. I'm not going to say anything. It's not about glow, nothing. Listen, we didn't see nothing new tonight that we already didn't know, Ronbo. We already knew we don't have a pass rush, and we already knew we don't have an offensive line. And you had a guy in here. Somebody said McGlinchey played good tonight. One of the hardest hits Nick Mullens took tonight was because McGlinchey couldn't block the freaking guy. I mean, he got laid out. Listen, it's horrible, Ronbo. It's horrible. And I got to say this. We need those draft picks, Ronbo. We need to just stop it. Everyone, I hope all the people.
We're going to get them.
What you saw tonight was exactly what you'll see anytime we go against a real team. Yeah. Not just a real quarterback, but a real team. It's nothing against what it is. It's just reality, Ronbo. We're hurt. The guys we got out there, they're playing, they're trying their asses off, Ronbo. I'm not taking nothing away from them. But the reality is, if you give a quarterback like the kid that was back there today,
10 minutes to throw on every shot.
Exactly. You give him time to go and make a sandwich and come back and order another drink.
The hole is still open.
And then, let me just shuffle out to the right over here. Oh, there's my favorite guy. Bam, 17 yards. Bam, 15.
And he's got the sandwich in his mouth while he's throwing it, you know?
Exactly. I mean, you see the one play where he's pointing out the flag, he's calling the referee, look, they're holding my guy. And then he still threw the ball at another guy. Listen.
Hey, Mike, the smallest receiver on the field is wearing the 49ers out.
Well, Ronbo, do you know why, though?
He's close. K1's not there. Taylor's not there. We got Dante Johnson out there. Sucks. God.
You answered the question. You answered. We talked about that a while back. That's exactly why. They had Dante. I don't know how I still got a job in the NFL. Johnson out there guarding the kid Beasley in the slot, and he got 8 up. Every piece of tape that kid must put out just looks so horrible. I don't know how he still got a job. I really don't. It's got to be because of COVID, Ronbo, something that they're not allowed to look at everybody.
Mike,
I don't know.
He shows up every year. If he shows up next year, I'm really going to be upset. Stop signing him, Kyle. There must be somebody else who can play the Dante Johnson role that's a little better than this. That is just ridiculous.
Terrible. It's just terrible, Ronbo. And listen, like I said, it's not to beat up anything about the team. The team is trying for what they are. But when you got 20 freaking guys on the IR plus, Ronbo, and a lot of them are your real good guys, key guys
Absolutely.
that were responsible for our run last year, it is what it is. And another thing, I'm tired of when they show the freaking statistics. Oh, when Jimmy Garoppolo plays, they win. When he doesn't play, they lose. So what? They're measuring up against 3 other bums that never win a game. I mean, what are you going to do with that? So any halfway good quarterback's going to look good when you're comparing them to 3 guys that can't win a game to save their life.
Well,
you know what I mean? I mean, it's just the way it is. They start a bunch of games, and that's it.
Mike, we always got to keep it short after the game, though.
Always.
Let me talk to you later in the week, and we can expand, okay?
Definitely, Ron. But hey, listen, you got to hit me up on that link I sent you. Hit me up, and we're gonna do something special.
Yeah.
Right?
I've been meaning to explain to you for about 2 weeks. I'm gonna get back to you and stop it. Yes, there's an issue with that,
Definitely.
Mike.
All right.
I'll get back to you. Okay.
Appreciate you, Rombo. You have yourself a good night. All right.
I'll try. Thanks,
right.
Mike. Appreciate you, fam. Have a good night. Oh God. Oh, my homeboys. He's just partying it up, huh? But his little butt's got his time coming, just like those Raider fans used to like to come in and clown around. Oh, boy, you're setting yourself up for disaster. Keep playing the idiot role. Keep it up. 925. Come on in, area code 925.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Oh, you know. It's like Niner Mike says, you can only do so much with all your frontline players. You see the booth tonight? They kept showing the camera up in the booth. You got Kittle and Garoppolo and several other guys up there watching the game. Everybody else that we got missing is in the hospital on an IV. You know, you know what? It's crazy. But what are you thinking? What is your name?
This is Nestor.
Nestor. Hi, Nestor. Nestor, go ahead. What's your opinion on tonight's misery?
I just gotta say, this 49ers secondary today got lit up, and Jason Verrett and Richard Sherman just uncharacteristic today. Especially Jason Verrett. I mean, he got picked up hard by Diggs.
Yeah.
I kind of expected that Cole Beasley would go off today because, I mean, Dante Johnson guarding that. I mean, it's almost obvious, but
I mean, if you were the OC of the Bills, I would have went to him on every snap. Every snap. I've been going right at Cole. Do whatever you can. I'm going to get the ball to you. And pretty much that's what he did. He had 150 yards. Is that 150 or 180? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. He had 130 yards off. Cole Beasley hasn't had a game like that since he left Dallas.
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, it was hard. It was hard to watch. And actually, I mean, the offense, for what they did, Nick Mullens actually played better than what I thought. I mean, for what he did on those drives, I mean, he drove down the field. And this is what I don't get about people saying that we need a quarterback.
Oh.
We need to draft a quarterback in the first round. We really don't. I mean, we have the playmakers, and when you have a quarterback, we can just give him the ball. And Jimmy could do that. I mean, he can manage the game amazingly, and we've seen it. I mean, Debo and Ayuk, that's all you need.
Well, yeah, now he's got wide receivers. For 3 years, Kyle Shanahan's been trying to find receivers. That's why he got Mosley or Sanders last year. You can't do anything without you give Jimmy Premier. Look what he did with Emmanuel Sanders when he came in. All of a sudden, Jimmy's a good quarterback. Why? Because he's got an experienced quarterback that knows what he's doing. We've been dealing with rookies, and we've been second-line quarterback. All of a sudden, Kendrick Bourne is starting to look really good, but just now,
I love Kendrick.
You know, and he's had George. Okay, you're blaming the quarterback. Bring a rookie in, and he'll look worse. Or you bring some of these other guys in, they'll look worse. Nobody wants to add that up.
Exactly.
It's Jimmy's fault. Give me a quarterback in here, and let's go. Okay, right. That makes all the sense in the world. He's going to suffer the same way. No offensive line protection. He's going to get killed. He'll be meat.
That's what we need. I mean, you see, if we get enough time like what Josh Allen was getting today, I mean, Jimmy can make those plays too.
Hell yeah.
I mean, if you have time like that, you see what happens. I mean, these receivers are gonna get open, and once you get the ball to them, they can break 1 for 6 just like that. I mean,
almost any quarterback in the league, even the worst ones, you give them as much time as Josh Allen had to throw, they're gonna make the play. Even CJ. Exactly. You know, that's why I laugh at that. I said, you know what, you guys, you need to let a team grow together like this one has. Kyle's been there since 2017, right? So, you know, you got let that team grow together. Kyle's got some receivers for him now. Rookie, second-year player. Let's go. Get rid of the quarterback for what? It's not gonna. Anyway, see, you said Nestor, right?
Yeah, Nestor.
Nestor, I'm sorry. Nestor, let me give you another 30 seconds since I talk too much. Well, add a little bit more.
Let's see. Well, I just got to say, I mean, we're still alive in the playoff race.
I'm sorry, Nestor, because the production's not going to let me allow you the time I owed you. Call me back later. I'll get it back to you. All right. Hey, Tony. Oh. JC, my homeboy send Ronbo $100 and I'll match you. My homeboy is not worth $100. Man, the guy's just an idiot that likes to talk a lot of trash. He's gonna dime and nickel us to death, so we have to read his stupid little twits. All right, hey Tony.
Aloha, Ronbo. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'll tell you something, Ronbo. I'm mad at my crystal ball because every single time I peer into my crystal ball, I get it right, but I get the wrong team's names coming up out of it. It's exactly the opposite scenario of what I thought was going to happen yesterday. So my apologies for being so excited to let my optimism run away with me and how this game went today. So apologies, everyone out there, Niner Nation. Oh my God,
same here.
Such a poor showing.
We had a lot of haters in here yesterday that said we were delusional to think the 49ers had any chance. So actually, Tony, I too owe them an apology. I still think they suck, but they were right. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the way I look at it is that. So first of all, that Bills offensive line, they knew we have a very lacking pass rush, and they executed, and they made it so that Josh Allen was able just to pick us apart. And Josh Allen looked like an elite quarterback today.
40 times.
Especially Ronbo in that first half, because every single drive. Now they didn't punt until I think the fourth quarter.
Quarter.
In the first
3
half,
minutes to go, Tony. That's it. 4 quarters. We sat there and watched them drive the length of the field, eating up clock.
Yep. And that first half, Ronbo, with Josh Allen, every single drive that they had, there was at least one third down conversion that was Josh Allen doing some rocket arm wizardry. Or here's the deal, Ronbo. He was scrambling to his right and then using that elite arm that he has to find his guy. If anything, we should have brought some guys coming down from his right to push him left, because he doesn't throw as well from the left as he does when he's moving right. And we just couldn't execute. And then that exposed Richard Sherman's lack of speed. And at the same time, the coverage at some point breaks down. Now, the other thing that really upset me, and this one is also on Sherman, was Fred Warner's interception that got taken away because Richard Sherman got a little bit too handsy on Stephon Diggs on that one play. I know Sherm does that. But
he gets called for it so many times. I know.
Yeah. But if Warner had that interception, that could have been another turning point moment. But there's not too much to like about this game. I thought offensively, we got lucky. Well, that first drive we drove all the way down to the 1. Then we didn't quarterback sneak it. We should have quarterback sneaked that thing into the end zone to get that touchdown. Turnover on downs. Defense gets it back. We were able to score. Go up 7-0. And then it's all downhill from there. I don't know, Rondo. I'm already sick and tired.
Everything you're saying is right.
Next year.
They have to go. They don't have any money to be signing any cornerbacks, so they got to, Tony, we'll see.
Okay,
I'm gonna see. I'll see you this weekend because I'm gonna be tied up again this week.
All right.
Good stuff. All right,
you got it, Rombo.
Hey.
All right, take care of yourself. Later.
You too. Night, Tony. And Big Show says, Richard's making it public he's departing in 2021. Took life out of our defense tonight. Show, you make a good point. Sherm did go public with that, and everybody knows that Sherm is not thinking about coming back next year. It's imperative we sign a vet corner over a rookie cornerback. Show, we don't have any money. We can't even sign the guys we have that we need. I don't know where they're going to get the money, how they're going to do it. They have to go draft. D-Flow!
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
Oh,
you hear
Ruben?
me?
Well, yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, we're out there just embarrassing the city of Arizona, coming in their house and honor them, using their facility to get a whooping. But I don't know why we actually expect anything different, though. But go ahead.
Yeah, but all I know is ever since Buffalo had that where they gave us that turnover, we couldn't stop them. They were just running over like we were a JV team.
Mm-hmm.
And I know people will say that, we should give it up, but we have an offense. Never mind that, Jimmy's not playing. He's been in the system. Mullens been in the systems for 3 years. He should know the system. If you don't have an offensive line, how do you make an offensive line? You do rollouts. Right?
They
Move
did
the
that
quarterback.
a little bit tonight, though. I was happy about that much. Kyle did stop
you
with the
gotta
stay
do
under
more.
center, go through your reads, and find somebody. Oh, Kyle, Jesus Christ. They're in there within a split second. He's not going to make any play there. So he finally let him out. Or Mullens went off schedule and rolled out of there himself. I don't know. But he stepped up in front of the pocket a couple of times. He made some nice plays. That's why I gave him a good grade tonight. He did well.
No, yeah, he did well, but it's still on Shanahan. Like, how does Debo not have a catch until after the second half? Where was Debo in the offense in the first half?
They had Travarius White on him. You know what's funny, D-Flow? They had Travarius White on Debo because Debo is considered by most teams as the 49ers' number one threat. They slipped Travarius over to Ayuk, and did you notice that? And then Debo got loose. Kyle was avoiding White.
Not only that, but where was Debo on the end arounds?
I was wondering about that all game long, too.
that?
You could run him on that. Travarius is not going to follow him on that. Oh.
And basically, not only that, you know how I talked about last time, you got to use juice more in the offense because that's how you spread the offense.
Yeah. You got to
Right?
use
And
all
it
the
was
weapons.
just a little bit too late,
Yeah.
but still, you got to use juice more because you can't say he's an offensive weapon if they don't even use him.
But nothing for blocking. I know.
And that's about, and not only that, like Jordan Reed, like where was he at in the first half? He was there in the second half, but where was his plays in the first half?
I worry about
like
that.
he has weapons for offense, but Kyle has to understand this new generation is for passing.
Yeah.
Like we haven't ran the ball for good since week 3, and you gotta set up your pass. We have wide receivers, tight ends for passing to set up the run. We even have we even have running backs that can catch the ball. Like where's the wide receivers going in the flanks? How come he's not using the wide receivers in the passing game? That's what I want to know.
I don't know if he dials up those plays. Or, sometimes, Steve, D-Flow, Kyle looks at the weakest part of a defense, and he tries to attack it. So what we saw was, as Kyle perceived, as the weakest links on the Buffalo defense. And that's what he kept attacking, or trying to.
Yeah, but we haven't had that run game since week 3.
And you know what? You got an offensive line that should be doing better. D-Flow, it's short and sweet after the game. Let me see you end of the week, all right? Good to hear from you again, too. And I talked to you in a long time. All right.
Yeah, it's been a minute, man.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good one.
All right, Phil. You too. Hey,
right,
hey
bye-bye.
Pete. Oh,
What up, Ronbo?
Pete losing. We're 5-7.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
I'll say, like every other game, the better team wins.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Bills were more the complete team than us.
Oh, definitely.
But I'll give them their props for keeping it close in the first quarter and somewhat in the second quarter. But I had a feeling again with the Saints game, since we didn't capitalize on key moments, we were just going to fall apart and sure enough lose.
Yeah. Pete, are we asking too much of a team that's got the starting quarterback, the league's premier tight end? You got your defense has got rookie of the year. He's out. I don't know. The thing is, you look at Kyle Shanahan and some of the things his wizardry out there, the offense. You think you still got a chance, but basically it's going to come down to talent. And actually, I don't know why they play such inspired football when they play the Rams. Pete, they hate the Rams as much as we do. I wish they would hate the Hawks as much as we do. We'll see. God.
Oh man, thank God for the Giants that they won against the Hawks.
That was a laugh for this weekend.
Oh yeah, it was.
Pete, and they're in the chat talking trash. That's what kills me. They've got no.
I know. Oh my God! I keep laughing every time I see Chiefs fans, I see Hawks fans coming here, and when the Raiders fans were in the chat, I kept dying of laughter because I know that if their team was losing, they would have been talking any smack.
It's hard to find a Raider fan now. You barely see them in the chat. It's domination by the Hawks. The Rams are in here, which I don't understand why they're in here either. We beat them twice this year. If I'm that, I'd be embarrassed to be
because
seen.
they won against the Cardinals, they think they're hot. They're the hot shot.
I don't get it. I don't. Fine, come on in, guys. It's funny.
Yeah.
Keep talking trash. We got people who will meet you and have fun with you, idiots. But yeah, Pete, we got beat by the better team.
We did, and our D-line did not get any pressure to Josh Allen at all. Because throughout the game, he was just standing there, just throwing it, just like a normal pocket QB. Only once
standing straight
he only
up,
ran, and he got
pressure.
Good round, good shoes.
Hitting Colt Beasley at will.
But then again, our defense aren't meant for mobile quarterbacks.
But that's the thing, Pete. He wasn't even running. He moved a little bit to his left.
That's true.
But he only ran once or twice. Maybe I might have missed one. But only been running once tonight. He beat our butts standing in the pocket. Clean pocket. You could have set a table there with the cloth and a waiter standing there taking orders. Oh, my God. Oh.
But then again, it
it is kind of hard to pressure a quarterback without your two starters.
Well, yeah, but still, they looked better last week. Well,
they did, and I thought, and you know what? It's all right because then again, it's a new system we have to get used to. You know, obviously, new home for the next week, and you know,
it could be.
I see if they struggle here and there.
Yeah,
But then again, you know, you have a game, you're in the playoff hunt, you have to get it done. And
well, at least
keep playing like that.
At least make it look like you're going for it. People got to stop though. It's short and sweet after the game. Let me see at the end of the week, okay?
All right, see you, Ronbo.
Thanks, fam. Have a good night. And Paul III says, put out a missing person bulletin for Armstead. His contract should be renegotiated to make cap room if he's going to be shut down by one blocker. And Paul, I tell you, Armstead, every time I see him line up, every time I see that 9-1 on the edge, first thing I know is, well, that's not going to make any difference. He can't play the edge, but he's the only guy, I guess he's the only guy eligible to play the edge because he has some athleticism and some speed. But otherwise, he's out there to think, oh, my God. And Shane Lewis wants us to draft a quarterback, please. I'm tired of seeing mobile quarterbacks beat us every Sunday. This league is mobile now. Allen's best plays came off him extending the play with his legs. Jimmy and Mullens can't do that. Shay, you saw Allen. Thank you for the contribution. Shay, you saw Allen running? I saw him run twice. The rest of the time, he did like unmobile quarterbacks. He just moved to his left, moved to his right. But I never seen him running. He just stand there and picked us apart because there was absolutely no defensive pressure. Allen didn't have to run. He never ran. He ran one time at the end of the game. Santana!
What's up, Rumble? How you doing?
Oh, I'm embarrassed. I don't mind losing, but I'd like to see the 49ers at least be involved in the game.
Yeah.
At least involved. We weren't involved until the second half, and it was too late.
What's wrong with this team, Rumble?
Everything.
It's just inconsistency, man. You know, 1 week we see the offense bad, and then next week we see the defense bad, and then so we get hope every week, you know. So like the offense didn't look bad. The offense, I think, if the defense would have been able to make some plays and stop the Bills, we could have stayed in the game and possibly win the game, you know. But
Santana, I want to stop you on that point right there. Do you know how long the Bills were on the field today? The 49ers got crumbs for time, and they still scored as many points as they did, and they looked good on a lot of offensive series, but they weren't on the field. The 49er defense was on the field all day. They punted one time.
Yeah.
Once.
And then not only that, Rumble, you know, like the Bills are considered to have a good defense, and Kyle Shanahan, with the offense he has, he made it happen with the mid QB, you know, like not even just a backup QB, you know, tear that offense, you know. But I mean, I don't know, Rumble, what's wrong with the defense. I heard Grant Cohn said this. He said it like this. He said, if we play zone against the Bills, he said Josh Allen is gonna pick us apart, and that's exactly what happened. And he said, if you play man, he's maybe you have a chance, maybe. And
to pick him off.
And it's true, man. They shredded us, and so.
But he only had the underneath stuff. I think Allen went deep maybe 2 times, but for the most part, it was all about Colt Beasley. Beasley wearing the 49ers up close.
I mean, I don't know where the coaching comes into play, man, to tell them, like, don't let them, you know. But I mean, they were just scared to get burned, you know. That's why they were getting those quick passes, you know. But I mean, you know, that's why Cole Beasley and it's not like Stephon Diggs and Cole Beasley and all those guys, you know, they went down the field and got it. It was just little short passes that got us.
Because that would have played into the 49ers' strength. They would have beat him had he went deep downfield. But they just cut the 49ers up underneath all afternoon.
Yeah, all day.
All
and
evening.
exactly. And what happens is what you said. They just chew up time. They chew the clock down.
Burnt that clock. And he had a few good runs. They're not supposed to run against us. Those guys aren't that good. They ran on us.
They're not, But I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with the defense. They looked great last week, and then this week they just didn't show up. So we'll see, Ronbo. I mean, it's looking tough now, But I mean, we got to continue to support and hope we keep winning, But yeah, man. I mean,
that'll never change.
Overall, Ronbo, I think our offense did great. I mean, I don't put anything on them. And then the defense, they had to be a little bit more concentrated and play with more intensity, and maybe then we could have had something happen.
Because, like I said, Allen, he wasn't running today. He didn't have to. Just stand there.
No,
he ran one time, and I don't even know why he was running. He didn't need to. Anyway.
He just gets scrambling to the right. That's all he did. Kept scrambling to the right. That's all.
And that could have been
he didn't run down the field at all.
Anyway.
Yeah, Rombo.
We got to go, fam.
Next week's another week, man.
Yeah.
All right, man.
That's it, Tanner. Have a great night, fam.
Right, you too, man.
Thanks. Elliot.
What's up, Ronbo?
Well, Elliot, another week, another whooping.
Well, you know what? Listen, I'm going to just say this. Probably because I got different things going on right now. For me, like right now, my son, he's been sick since Wednesday. He's been in Children's Hospital for the past 2 days.
Just a bad cold.
We're not actually sure what was really going on. They're running 1 million tests on him, so it scares you as a parent.
No.
So there's no clear cut issue of what's going on. What I can tell you is I think because we've been in this hospital for the past 2 days, I'm thinking possibly tomorrow or the day after tomorrow he'll be released, and that's the greatest thing for me. His situation isn't a life-threatening situation. Yeah. He's definitely going. Yeah, the good thing for me is this. I understand we lost. We didn't want to lose this game. I think we had high hopes of winning this game, and I'm quite sure everybody going to call in with their feelings and critiquing everybody, talking bad about who this person, that. Honestly, Ronbo, I don't have nothing bad to say about the team. At the end of the day, we got beat by, like another caller said, we got beat by a better team. People made plays. One thing I can tell you is I would have never thought that defensive front line would have stopped our run.
I know.
That's one thing.
Yeah, I
would have. Yeah, it really is to me. As far as what the defense did and things like that, I keep in mind the one thing, Ronbo. Our front line is still backup and rookies. DJ Jones, even though he's been with us for a while, you do know he's really a backup. Javon Kinlaw, he is a backup. Too bad for Armstead. He's just underachieving all the way around. Hyder, he's a backup. So, you have those three guys who are still backups, and they do the best they can do. They're not going to present pressure every week for us and things of that nature. And let's just be honest, man. Hey, Josh Allen and he's been on his game this year, man. He's been on his game. So, kudos for him to coming out doing what he got to do and all this, that, and the third. But for me, my whole thing was my son he had the remote control. I'm looking at the game on my phone, but he didn't turn the game on TV. So now here we are together having a good time, looking at the team that we love together.
Yeah.
Whether it's a win, lose, or draw situation, we're just happy to see our team.
Well, you
know what I mean?
You still got to love your team. I mean, even though they disappoint, but you're going to have those moments.
No doubt.
They'll take you to the Super Bowl minute, and they take you to the dumps the next minute. It's just the way it is. Ebb and flow.
It does,
Ebb and flow.
It does, man. It does. But it's okay, man. I'm not done with the season saying we're done. We still got a chance still, A lot of teams got to work in our favor for that to happen. A lot of people got to lose certain games, win certain games for that to happen. But at the end of the day, man, I'm just happy to see my team. And, man, just go Niners, bro. As my son would say, no matter what, it's 49ers for life.
There you go.
So
You
that's
give
all it is,
give my
man.
love to the little man too. We got to go, fam, and he's gonna be okay. He's gonna be see me out in a couple of days. I'm gonna see you at the end of the week, and
No
I hope you
doubt.
put him on the phone too when we talk. All right.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
right.
He sleep now, but we'll listen to the show tomorrow. He'll hear everything.
Yeah, he
And
needs
that's
his
what he's
rest.
looking forward to hear every time when you say, "What's up, Tyel?" He looks forward to it every time. So appreciate
Good
it. Much
Tyel.
love. And we'll see y'all the next time, all
All
right?
right, fam. Looking forward. Have
All
a
right,
good night.
man. Go Niners. No doubt.
Yeah, guys, he'll be okay. Tyel's gonna be okay too. Clarence Molina says 49ers weak in the trenches. Well, that's an understatement. The 49ers were like a bowl of soup in the trenches on both sides tonight. This year, but this is BOF sides of both off. Yeah, enough said. No, it's true. This is not the Warrior team that they were last year. Defensive line, where we just dominated week after week. We got to get some people back. It's nice to hope these guys can hold it down until they get back, but fundamentally, that's a silly thought. But you got to root for them. You know, no, is that Norm?
Yes, that is Norm. It is Niners all day.
Norm, come on
I'm in motion right now. You feel? I'm really in motion, so I'm not on video right now. But I saw that whole game from start to finish.
No, wasn't it awful?
And it was a lovely start, but that finish though.
Yeah, we did start out like we had something to do. I forgot about the opening. We took the ball away from them. Finally got a touchdown. I forgot about that.
Team was looking. It's a good effort by the team. I really appreciate the effort they put out there. It wasn't enough to get a W. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was looking for. Some missed opportunities, and just miscommunications, and just there's not enough execution on both parts. So it was just a lot of confusion. They just didn't understand how good Josh Allen was going to be today. So, and how good that Bills defense was going to be today. They was ready for that run. So as soon as they stopped that run game, then it was up to their secondary to just put in work on defense. And yeah, that's what got us.
Over and over. And looks like our offense at one point just couldn't execute. And the defense just got tired. I mean, the Bills was on the field all day. All day.
All day long. They was out there. And the Bills' offense was out there like, bro. I mean, they was out there all day grinding, getting money, and that's something the Niners got to look at. They got to look at film tomorrow, and figure out how they can be just like the Bills. Like I think that's just how they got to win out if they want hope at anything this year. So they got to look at the film, look at what the Bills did, and figure out how they can adapt that into their game plan. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what Nick Mullens had hard today. You got to get a little more. You got to get a little more technique on him. You know what I'm saying? He'll get that together.
Norm, you think the guys having to pull up and move?
But you know what?
To Arizona?
The good news is, what happened?
You think the 49ers having to suddenly hear about how they got to pull up and move while they're riding back to town? Y'all got to pack up and pack your stuff, and you're moving to Arizona. I wonder how that.
I was on Facebook.
Yeah.
I was on Facebook. I kept hearing people telling me about how about them Santa Clara 49ers, right? I was like, now what in the hell came up with that funny-ass joke? That was the funniest thing I heard from a Niner hater all day. If anybody else can come up with something funnier than that on this network, because y'all corny now. Y'all ain't coming up with nothing clever like that.
It's stupid.
Clever. I know some real cool Niner haters that deserve their props. And shout out to the Bills fans. Yeah, shout out to the Bills fans. They've been a little respectful this week.
Yeah, that's true. And they had one Bills fan that called in yesterday and made it clear that we should not anticipate us being able to run on them. And he was right. See, I don't mind people from other teams talking, but you get the disrespectful jerk-offs that come in here in the chat. Boy, I wish if I had a truck, I'd put them all in it and drive it over a cliff.
Seahawks got smacked by the Bills.
Seahawks
got smacked by the Bills. Arizona got lucky, and the Rams, we got the broom on them. So anyway, I ain't even worried about that.
Rams got beat by the Bills.
But yeah,
too.
shout out to the Bills. Shout out to the Bills. Y'all did that, but We didn't let us score 44 points. And we got that 24 like I wanted. And I told y'all the first person who was gonna get in the end zone was who?
I forgot. I knew somebody did.
You gonna say I told you I was gonna be right, man. I need my prediction. That was my prediction.
There you go, Norm.
I knew I was gonna get one right. And we got that 24.
Right.
And I gotta go.
And yeah, that's all right, Norm. I will see you tomorrow, fam. I mean, actually later in the week. I forgot. All right, night.
Yes, sir. And it's Niners all day.
It sure is, and will be. But we got to get through this season first. Night, fam.
All right, man. Shout out, Ronbo, man. Good looking, bro.
Thanks, fam. Oh God. Hey, James, get in here, man.
What's up, Ronbo?
James, it's like.
How you doing? I know.
Yeah, I know. Words can't actually define, but go ahead. Great to hear from you, because it's late night.
First and foremost, usually I start my little set on your segment with thank you for you and your staff for all that you do. But I want that brother that called in with his little son that's in the hospital.
Yeah. That's Elliot. Yeah.
I'm praying for you, man. Your son. I hope and pray by the grace of God that whatever he's in there for is a misdiagnosis or something very simple. And I'm going to put God first in that matter, man, for you. And I hope you do the same, you and your family and everybody else that, has the time. Now, let me get to some other business here. For those callers that said they are an advocate of Sherman, that we shouldn't get rid of him, that we got to re-sign him. I know you might be having an extreme affair with some weed that's called designer, but guess what? You and that designer are really out there. I'm gonna tell you just like that, because here's why. Any cornerback in the National Football League, CFL, wherever, if you're turning knowing that you're going to get beat, you're showing that receiver that you're absolutely afraid of him and you fear him, okay? That's what he was doing all night. I've said it before about Richard Sherman. Maybe it's because I watch football a little longer than some. When a player's time is up, his time is up, okay? And that's been a while ago. This is why I've been saying we need to sign Jason Verrett, and I think we all seen tonight how much we miss Emmanuel Mosley, okay?
I know.
Because
it didn't. You know what's so funny, James? It didn't stand out as much as tonight. It really stood out, glowing.
Listen, go back and watch the film where this guy is turning sideways to not get beat, man. That's a sign of you're scared of a receiver, bro. And Nick Mullens, I've said it before, he is an absolute horror show, okay? If you're standing there at the goal line, less than a yard to go, why would you get a false start if you're going right behind the center's backside?
Did you see his feet? James, he was scared. He was scared to death. And I'm not, Kyle, why would you ask him to do that? Nick has never done that before.
This is the thing. He is it's kind of like some people can overthink things. It's like, I'm quite sure you've heard people talk about how great of a genius this person was, but he had his limitations. Nick Mullens, listen, I've said it before, he's a team killer. He takes the will out. Today, he took the will out of the defense a long time, because why? Okay, the first drive, Buffalo goes downfield. We stop them on a 4th and goal. We get the ball back. Okay, we turn around and we go downfield and we can't convert. And it's wasted drives. And you talk about Jordan Reed. You remember the play when he tried to throw it into the tight coverage to hit Jordan Reed and KB was right over the top? Mm-hmm. Jordan Reed has had about 7 interceptions. I would start disliking somebody that's throwing a ball to me that tight in coverage, because you're going to get somebody hurt eventually. I don't know what it is. You know what, man? Like I say, he is an absolute horror show. I think our season is done. Some people say, oh, we still got we still got some chances. Well, I can say this much.
I just want them to just play hard and whatever happens, but we ain't got no chance to go to no playoffs.
No, we don't. No,
James,
we don't. And I've said it before, and I'm gonna go. There's a quarterback out there that's so similar to doggone Josh Allen. His name is Kyle Trask. He's 6'5", 240 pounds. He's thrown about 27 interceptions. 27 TDs this year. I'm sorry, and 3 interceptions. Okay.
What division is he in?
240.
Yeah.
He the SEC, plays for Florida.
Oh,
but we got listen. The good thing about it, hopefully we get Jimmy back, because I'm telling you, I'm not a fan of Nick Mullens not even being a backup. Okay? I just don't. Whoever sees it, good luck to you all. Niner Empire, Niner for life. Thank you, Ronbo, for all that you and your staff do.
Thanks,
and
James.
Brother, that's dealing with that issue with your son, my prayers go out to you and your family. And I'm going to put them up myself to God for you. Be blessed. Thank you, man.
Here you go, Elliot. Come from James. All right, fam. Have a good night. And let's slide on over to Cody. Hey, Cody.
Yes, sir.
Well, Cody, it's tonight. It's
win, lose or tie. I was calling you back no matter what.
What? Say I missed that. What?
I said win, lose or tie. I was calling you back no matter what.
Well, no, this is when we get together to support each other. It's crying time.
Yes, sir.
Cody said 34-28.
I want to. Well, one thing I want to say to the gentleman that with his son, that I have a son of my own, and I absolutely love kids. That straight up brought a tear to my eye, and there's nothing better than listening to every single one of you San Fran fans praying for that man and showing like the true respect and family and the support of, you San Fran fans remind me a lot of Bills Mafia. You guys are very passionate. You stick together, man. And I got the uttermost respect for every single one of you. Straight up, man.
See, that's why I got respect for you. There you go. Thanks, Cody. And I know Elliot appreciates that, too.
I'm just showing respect. Yeah. Yes, sir. So, I want to tell that gentleman, I'm a big, I'm a big God person. I promise you, I will pray for your son every single night.
Oh,
I'm sorry for the inconvenience, man. And, you tell your little dude to hang in there. And even tell him, Bills Mafia is telling him, go San Fran.
All right.
I see you guys winning your next 3. You got Dallas, Washington, and Arizona. I see you winning all those 3. Seattle, you got your last game against Seattle.
Oh, you know what? If we don't beat anybody on the team between now and the end of the season but them, I'll be delighted. And you got the score right.
Well, here's
34-28.
Yeah. I said it's either going to be 34-24 Buffalo, or it's going to be a San Fran blowout. But like I also tried to tell you, I told you we were going to shut that run game down.
Yeah.
The thing that surprised me is, I don't know, I'm sure you noticed the very first play Matt Milano went in, he creamed your quarterback. That's when you saw Matt Milano the very first time.
Yeah, is that who that was? I think that was one of the. Wasn't that Jeffrey Wilson Jr.? They got nailed with that shot.
No. You guys ran a play action pass, and that was when.
He threw that garbage shot, and Ayuk almost got picked off. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the very first, and that's what confused me. So AJ Klein, now, like, I understand the whole concept of playing the hot hand. AJ Klein he had 5 sacks in the last 4 games, so I understand them playing him. But Milano should have played most of that snap. And just like I told you, when Milano came back, previously they were running 75% nickel. This game, until they went to their Wesley Frazier went to his bullshit prevent defense, gave up that garbage time touchdown and a lot of garbage time yards. Buffalo was in the 3. Remember I told you they were going to switch back to their base 4-3. They ran base 4-3.
And they did.
What was it? 63% of the time. That's why the run game stopped. And the reason why I think I heard 2 people asking why they didn't run Samuel jet sweeps is because what they did, if you rewatch the game, this is the first thing I picked up on. If you watch it, if Samuel lined up on the left side, they shifted their linebackers to the right. So if he runs that jet sweep, you already got Milano. Well, it would have been Klein and Edmonds already on that right side. They would have been running right towards it. That's
in fact,
why Shanahan
I saw it crash and burn on that first time. There's all kind of red jerseys
sir.
stacked up on the side. Goody. It's
that's
good to hear from
why.
you. I'll tell you what, we ran out of time. It's short and sweet after the game. So let's good luck to you the rest of the way, and drop on in anytime. All right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I sub to you, man. I mean, I like your style, but
Thanks, Cody.
yeah, man. You know, it was a hell of a game, and you know, like I said to that dude, you know, you let his little man know that, you know,
yeah,
he's, you know,
I know he
go
appreciates
Niners,
that
and I
too.
really think you guys are. I think you guys at the least are going 3-1. Just think of it like this: you're one game behind the Vikings for the 7th seed. You're fine. Nick Mullens. I mean, I know you guys are hating on him a lot, but he's not a bad backup, man.
No,
I'm
he
telling
just-
you. I mean, coming from a Bills
Hey,
fan, like we
yeah.
went through this shit for 20 years. I'm telling you, he's not that bad.
Cody,
You're just asking him
it's-
to do too much.
Hey, right, well, he needs offensive line protection, just like all our quarterbacks. Cody, we really got to go though. Let's have a great night and appreciate everything. Okay, and nice game. All right, we got to go.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Night.
Bye-bye.
And hey, Ice.
What? I didn't touch you, chick. So then you can you want to pass me the bar?
Ice, is this a bad time?
Oh, there you go. No, it's not a bad time, man. What's up, dog?
I mean, you know, it's rude, but it was entertaining. I don't know what y'all going through, but it's like made for TV drama.
Well, man, don't you know this is a Ronbo with his co-host from the East Coast that I
Ice,
You know
I'm
what?
glad you that was comedy relief because boy, ain't nothing funny about today. You know, it's a Monday night game, and I expected at least under the lights action. And we got domination by the Bills, kept the ball, came all the way to the East Coast to dominate the field all evening long. We couldn't get them off the phone. God.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
off
let me tell you
the
something.
field.
I know, but you know what though? This is what you call one of those games where if you watch the game, right, and I mean, I was like not disappointed, but I wasn't too much surprised as I watched the game go along. Now, even though we can't, there's no excuses. You give your hand deals. There's a lot of guys we don't have, and it is what it is. But at the end of the day, when you have these guys that's in there taking the place of the other guys that's hurt, then you gotta make the best of every situation.
Right. You should be trying to bust your neck just every play. You should be looking like you lost your mind. I didn't see that tonight.
Right, but it wasn't. I'm gonna tell you what I seen. I seen everything they always say always falls on the quarterback. They always say this. The NFL is just a cliche. Now, if the quarterback doesn't show some type of leadership, some type of swag or something, then it resonates with the rest of the team.
I'm glad you said that, Ice. This is what people don't understand about Jimmy G. He brings a certain level of swag that they all respect on this team. That's the difference.
Exactly. Now, the other part, too, that I watched was that Robert Saleh is such a beast. I'm going to tell you something. I noticed a difference since Bosa and the other guy is gone. Right? Now, I noticed that without a front four being able to keep pressure on the quarterback, he doesn't have that swag. He has concern and he looks ball, and he panics a lot. That's not good. The other part that I seen was defenses in the field way, way too long.
All evening, Ice. All evening.
The thing is this, and this is my thing. If you know you don't have your pieces to the puzzle, okay, and you have substitute pieces, then I'd rather lose if he just dicks this guy all night. Bottom line, if you see this guy is burning you and you know he's going to the right side all night long, with him and get beat that way. I'd rather get beat that way than to constantly do the same thing over and over again. And after a while, Allen sitting back, you see he got way too comfortable. So when this quarterback's getting comfortable, now he's sitting back and he's looking at the defense. He's not looking at the players. He's going to the defensive coordinator. It's like, he's going to let me do this shit again. I'm seeing the light, but he's going to do it again. So
Ice, did you notice what everybody was pointing out? about him. He was running to his right all night. We should have cut that off. Try to swarm his butt, make him go to his left. No, we didn't do that.
Make him. See, this is the thing. This is the thing that exactly. This is the thing that makes me mad with him. And he does this all the time, even with all our guys there. You do the same thing over and over and over again. You're just with Sean. Bottom line. Let guys get too comfortable. If we're going to get beat, and any coach will tell you, even Belichick will tell you, if I'm going to get beat, I'm going to get beat blitzing. I'm going to get beat not saying you get comfortable. You're not going to get comfortable.
Exactly, and I'm not. And you're gonna have to beat me with your second best players, but that's what they did with Colt Beasley. Actually, we got to go short and sweet after the game, though. You make some great points.
All right, man. I ain't mad, but you know what though? One more thing to say is, I think one thing we should do, honestly, let Saleh go. See the ride out.
He's leaving anyway.
Look forward to next year.
Yeah. I just hope we get something that's worthwhile.
All right, dog.
All right, nice.
All
Have
right,
a good night.
man. I hope we make it. I'm gonna talk to you next weekend, player.
All right. Looking forward to it, too.
All right.
Night, fam.
All right, later, dog.
Oh, God. And did you give that Dallas Cowboy fan, give him some time out? Hey, Ellis. 3-8 Cowboys, talking trash. Unreal. Some of these people are shameless.
Ronbo.
Ellis, Ellis, I'm trying to understand. We won 5 games this year, and we have to hear from people like Dallas Cowboy fans. The Hawks fans lost to Colt McCoy and the Giants yesterday. We swept the
that was
Rams,
crazy.
and these people running up and down the chat. This is what you call a person that has no real respect for himself. Why would you put yourself out there like that? But Ellis, let's talk about something that makes sense. The 49ers. Of course, that game didn't make sense either, though. Wait, Ellis, what happened to my L.A. Rams 49ers, man? Is that move to Arizona really bothering them so much that the focus was off? I didn't see the defense look that bad all year. And everybody's saying, well, they're backups. Yeah, but they still been playing better football than that. Ellis, what do you think?
Yeah, there's no excuse at this point because whether we got backups or whatever's going on, we still are capable of executing those plays and making big plays. You seen it, some of that did happen earlier today. He finally got Brandon Ayuk deep. That was a pass that he's been waiting for. And it still was a little bit underthrown.
It's short, yeah.
You know what I mean? But he was able to make the play. And change his body so he could get that pass, And so shout out to Brandon Ayuk. And, I don't know what was going on with Debo. Clearly they was trying to shut down the run,
Somebody said, listen to this theory. Somebody said Debo was a decoy. He had Travaris White. I think Shanahan knew they was going to put Travaris White on Debo. You stop Debo, you stop the 49ers, right? They had him on Debo all night until Ayuk started making too many catches. They said, Travaris, get on Ayuk. And then all of a sudden Debo got in. Did you notice that?
Yeah, because Debo was able to get the ball
a few
times to make a few plays. Yeah. But, the Bills basically, they had one punt. They scored every other time they had the ball. That's who wins the game.
One punt. That's it.
If
fourth quarter.
That's all they need to do. And we didn't do that. So that's
they looked like us last year against the Patriots. The Packers. Just domination from beginning to end.
Whew. Yeah, Nick missed a few passes, but the defense was getting. Our defense got carved up.
Right.
I was probably one of the coldest little breakups of our entire whole defense. Our secondary was. You can't tell where Sherman is back or not. And Jason Verrett, he can't keep up with those speed guys like that. He would have had probably a better chance of trying to keep up with DK, but I didn't think he was going to do really, that good. We needed E-Man, though. I think E-Man would have made a difference in that matchup.
At least would have been closer because Dante Johnson can't cover. That boy can't cover nothing.
and he was in the pocket all. Josh Allen was in the pocket the whole game. He tried to take little steps, a couple of steps,
Ellis,
twice.
And they just enjoyed taking shots at Dante. They must have been laughing about it in the locker room. Hey, Colt, you're gonna have a day today, man. Dante Johnson's been watching you, man. Hey, to tell you what, hey, Josh, you got Colt all day, and they did too.
Yeah. I felt like he was going to get a few passes in too.
He got a few.
I mean,
130 yards.
Not more. Yeah, how convenient for it to be Dante, who's the candidate for the Eagles, because you can get that on him. I don't know. Yeah, same old. I'm not really too concerned. I wanted to get this win because it would have felt good.
Yeah.
But these next 4 games are a lot more important.
That's true. I just want him to go out looking good. Build some energy toward next year. We got to go, fam. I'm gonna see you later on in the week at the end because I still got my obligations I got to attend to this week. But I'm gonna see you at the end of the week.
Okay, Sam.
All right.
Appreciate you.
I appreciate you. You know this.
Faithful.
All right.
All right.
Night, Ellis. Hayden, come on in and add some. Oh, God.
You know, Ronbo?
Yes.
I'm like, first drive, boom, boom, boom.
Looked like they came to play, huh?
Okay, we stop him. We stop him, right? Okay, we get the ball at the goal line. I'm like, Kyle, just kick the field goal. Just kick the field goal.
Good point. I forgot about that.
Don't.
Hayden?
You know?
Yeah.
Just kick the field goal. And then
we got arrogant, and we're going to punch it in. They stopped us.
Yeah, and then, okay, yeah, of course, Fred Warner does it. Hold on. What do you people carry hiders as backup? You mean 7.5 sacks to backup? You telling me 7.5 sacks to backup? That's what you're telling me?
He's starting.
7.5 sacks as a
Hayden,
backup?
he's starting next year, next to Bosa. So, I don't care.
And then I'm like, okay, well, Jason Wright is doing good. And I'm like, oh, yeah, what?
Whole situation with the 49ers frontline defense, Eric, he cannot play on the edge. Every time I saw the 9-1 on the end, I said, oh, Jesus.
And then we would have stopped, remember that? Greenlaw got that, fumble thing, but Eric does pass interference. Like usual, messing up. Remember Greenlaw?
Yeah.
Stripped it from, Singletary?
Yeah.
And I was like,
we had a few moments.
When I heard them, remember when they declined it, and I was like, wait, really? We get the ball, and then I'm like, oh, then so can you do that? Decline it and then say no. I meant to accept it because that's what they did.
You know what? I really, and also that play where Jeffrey Wilson Jr. and the defender both had the hold of the ball. If anything, just run the down over again. You don't need to give the ball to the, Jesus Christ. What do you give the ball to them for? I guess it was 4th down, though. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah, where was Devo? Where was Devo? I saw him open on some plays, and then they give one end around, and that one end around, he gets 10 yards.
And he ran into all our guys.
It's like,
yeah. They just weren't. You know what? Hey, I'm going to give an excuse.
What happened to him?
But because we moved. We moved from Santa Clara to Arizona, and apparently that's all it takes to get the 49ers completely out of sync. There's a lot on their minds. Yeah. They're going to be away from their family and friends and close people, and now you got to uproot. You're not going to go back to Santa Clara probably until the end of the season. So maybe they're feeling depression and anxiety. I don't know, but they didn't look like they were really into this game. A few times, but
But yes, Nick Mullens plays, but he doesn't bring that. Ronbo, he looks like he's 12 years old out there.
Yeah, he's a backup. Hayden, we got to go. I'm going to see you at the end of the week, okay? Because everybody's short and sweet after the game.
It's just something about Jimmy. He just brings something to the.
They actually follow him better too, but it's okay. We'll be fine. It's just a matter of getting through the 2020 whole year. Everything's wrong with 2020.
We've gone through worse. We've gone through worse.
He'll
2-14.
Yeah, we have. All right, Aiden. Bye. Hey, Alex.
Man, Ronbo.
It smells bad,
Man.
doesn't it? Yeah, I know. If I could have canceled that game knowing this was going to happen, I sure would have. God. Let's play,
where to
Niners.
begin?
Ah.
Where to? Ronbo, why are we running zone? Why are we
Lord.
running zone when we have no pass rush? And we're facing a guy with a rocket of an arm that can throw into the big windows that we're leaving open in the zone.
Yep, huge spots. And Colt
And
Beasley just
don't change
dominated.
anything about it.
Yeah. I don't know why.
I don't know, Ronbo.
Do you wonder if Robert Saleh and Kyle Shanahan had a discussion? And does Kyle not question Robert? You know, we could go man. Jason Verrett's a good man defender. Dante
He's a great
Johnson's
man
not.
defender. That's why this dude Tavarius Moore had a bad game, was because he wasn't used to zone. He used to playing like man and taking the man who goes deep and just sticking with him.
Yep.
I think Robert Saleh changed this defense to fit Sherman.
Oh!
Sherman limits his defense, Ronbo.
And got called for
can't-
holding. And
right.
he's leaving anyway.
He can't run man. So we have to run zone. And then we can't run zone against Josh Allen because, like I said, he has a rocket arm. And we can't get to the ball fast enough in the windows that we leave open. That's what was happening all night, Ronbo. They weren't doing anything crazy. They were running little hitches, little curls.
I know.
They would hit like the occasional
Basic
deep ball,
slants.
but everything was so short.
Yeah.
And we couldn't tackle.
I mean, yes. Could you believe that? Tonight we had no hit. None. Running backs. The running backs aren't that good. They were running through us like they were as good as our running backs tonight. Well,
I saw
not
Fred
quite that
Warner
good,
miss
but still.
tackles.
Huh?
I saw Fred Warner miss tackles, and I love Fred Warner. But I'm not going to get on him for a missed tackle, but like, it just, I don't know. And then on offense, I mean, Ronbo, we're down by 7. No, we're down by 14 in the third. It was the second drive of the second half in the third quarter. We had just gotten the ball back after the Bills scored a touchdown.
Right.
And we're out in shotgun, Ronbo. Why are we passing the ball? Why is Juszczyk not in? Like, when Juszczyk was in the game, you saw what happened. We were running the ball. He was getting touchdowns. He was there on short yard situations. But he wasn't playing enough, Ronbo. And that's we got away from what we do on both sides of the ball. That's what we did. We try to change something up. We try to fit a square peg into a round hole.
And I tell you something, Alex. If you and I were to go into Kyle's office right now and ask him all these questions, he would have us walk out of there like chastised children. I love Kyle because the media's going to ask him these questions, and Kyle's going to have a quick, indignant answer, and you're going to feel like, well, okay. Because that's why I go to this every week, like you and everybody else, and the media does too. And they ask him these questions, and Kyle gets really pissed off when he answers the question. I do the same thing over again, because this, and this, and this, and that also affected this. And okay, I get it, Kyle. So there's going to be weeks when it works, and there's going to be weeks when it doesn't work. That's just the way it goes. I don't know.
That's the way it goes.
Anyway.
I never blame the coaching staff because I think that we have the best coaching staff in the game. But tonight, I blame the coaching staff. Kyle Shanahan was what he overthought. He was in his head. He got Ronbo. Raheem Mostert had 9 carries total. 9 carries. Raheem Mostert, bro. He's supposed to be the lightning rod to this offense. And then Debo.
We got to go.
We're not running no screens with Debo.
But Alex, you mentioned that. Don't forget to mention, what were those unnecessary carries of Tevin Coleman? Okay, you know what, Alex?
Oh, my.
Alex, let me see at the end of the week. Maybe we'll feel better.
Can I make? Let me make one more point before I go, just real quick. We need to run those screens and those.
Okay. Alex, I'm sorry. Production, catch up because we're so crowded. Save it and bring it this week. B. Ham says, there's always next year, fam. Let's plan accordingly. B. Ham, you're right. Ain't no point in getting mad. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed more than anything of the effort. Emilio.
What's happening?
whooping, Emilio. They're dragging us back to
No, it's not
2017.
Nick. No, it's not whooping. It's called Nick Mullens.
Yeah, 2016.
What's not happening?
Boy.
Oh boy.
I tell you, Emilio, what we keep forgetting? We keep forgetting we got too many dudes watching the game. I mean, you saw as many guys up in that booth as our crowds watching the game. Those guys are supposed to be on the field.
I kept looking at that. I said, man, they keep panning up there. They
Why
more
they
look
keep-
like
yeah,
more
right?
than fans than
I wish
the
they'd
actual
stop.
than the team. I said, that's crazy. I don't even know where to start with this game. Like I said, it goes to the point where so many injuries. We had a good start, but it's too many bad throws. It's just the defense not doing their job. And like a few callers said, yeah, I did notice that we were more in zone than we were man. We should have been playing man. I noticed that. I was like, why does Sherman keep turning? And I noticed that I'm because he would get beat by Diggs. I'm like, yeah, I think that made it worse when Sherman coming out making that public too. Somebody, I might not come back next year.
Yeah, somebody else said something about that and let all the wind out of the 49ers sails.
That was hella unnecessary, dude. I'm like, you could have just waited to the offseason to say something.
Blame Matt Mayoko. Matt Upton asking, Matt, why don't do that? Just don't let that alone. God.
You forget he's a writer, he's a reporter. He's gonna ask questions to he always asks what's the name? He asks Shanahan questions, and sometimes Shanahan gives him an answer or blows them off. And I've heard his podcast. He does that a lot too. He was like, man, I ask certain questions, and sometimes I get blown off. I'm like, yeah, dude, you're asking questions. Sometimes I get it. You're doing your job, but some questions you have to wait till after the season or worry about what's going on. Don't worry about extra stuff. Like I said, I know you're doing your job. You're trying to put stuff out there, but it's just sometimes when you put stuff out there, you're forgetting about the team. You're depleting it. And as much as he claims he's a fan, like I said, he does say stuff that it's unnecessary at times. I'm like, dude, you didn't need to do that, especially with the whole Sherman thing. I'm like, what was the point of that? Yeah, I know you want to answer, but same thing with Sherman. Sherman could say, you know what, I'm not worried about that right now. Let's talk about the game. But, it's always trying to put stuff out there.
Yeah, but you know what? Somebody's going to point that out tomorrow. If the 49ers played man defense, they probably would have been a little better off. But due to Sherman's inability to play man defense, they stayed in that zone, and they paid for it. Cole Beasley was open all night on every play.
I kept saying it. I said, man, if they don't stop, I was like, Beasley hasn't had a damn against the damn Cowboys. I'm like, how all of a sudden this dude is a good receiver? I said, come on, this dude is past his prime too. I said, 31. Are you kidding me? I said, come on, I said, you know what? I would have felt a lot better if it was Diggs. I was like, okay, well, we can't cover Diggs. I gave him that, but I'm like, really? Beasley of all people.
We're just embarrassing. We got to go, fam. Short and sweet after the game. I'm gonna see you at the end of the week. All right.
All right. But on a positive note, I'm I'm liking Ayuk. His future is looking bright for Ayuk.
Yeah, he's gonna be.
That's one thing I did want. That's one thing I did want to watch was Ayuk. That's the one positive I take out of that game.
There you go. We'll see him next week.
All right.
All right, fam. Have a good night.
All right. You too.
Denise, come on in, Denise.
What's up, Ronbo?
Oh, Denise, nothing is up. Everything's down. We're in here whining and
right.
whimpering. And Denise, we're playing to an audience of a bunch of names that I won't mention here because of the young audience listening that are in the chat. And you want to go in. I wish I had ability to put them on a bus so I could drive it over, put some brick on the pedal and drive it over a cliff. But Denise, later for my anger, what are you thinking about this game?
Honestly, I don't really even have many. Let the one gentleman know, the son's in the hospital. My prayers are with him. I've had a rough couple of weeks, so I feel his pain. I had a Thea pass away. I had another Thea have a stroke.
No.
My grandson's sick. My grandson's mother's sick. Things are not good in Denise land.
That's just awful. It's hard to endure that much. Your anxiety level must be going nuts.
Yeah, it's been a rough couple weeks. And then literally I watched this game tonight and I'm like,
oh, that
yeah,
didn't
this
help.
pretty much sums up the couple of weeks that I've had. I'm like, yeah, there. I'm like, all right. I'm
But
like,
Denise, please
I was hoping for a bright spot, but no bright spot for Denise.
You're,
No bright spot.
but the family members they're recovering though, right? I mean, it's not. Are they getting better?
The one passed away, but like the one Thea, she's gone. She passed away, and then the other one had a stroke, but she's in the hospital. And then, like I said, my grandson and his mom are waiting for COVID tests, so I'm hoping and praying that they come back negative. And my grandson's only barely 2 months old.
Prayers out for Denise,
So,
guys. She needs to have vibrations going better her way. It'll get better, Denise. It's got to get better.
Yeah. So, I watched the game, and I mean, you know what? I actually feel pretty much like everyone else does. I think we just got beat by a better team.
Well, we did.
I just,
They
you know
were a
what I
better
mean?
team in
Like,
the first place.
I mean,
we were just going to get lucky and beat them. Yeah.
do you guys? I would like to say this. I thought this was kind of interesting. Do you know that had we not picked up Jimmy Garoppolo, that's who Kyle Shanahan wanted?
Who? He likes
Josh Allen.
Really?
Yeah, he said that in an interview that's who he was going to draft.
It would. That's why I said everybody's got their certain quarterback picked out for this upcoming draft. I said, you know what, Josh Allen wasn't the best guy to pick out of the draft, but
No, and that's what I thought was interesting.
Yeah,
I just thought it was interesting. I was like, really?
Yeah, Kyle's going to like certain things about quarterbacks that a lot of people don't know. Everybody thinks Trevor Lawrence and this other guy named Wilson. And Kyle may not even be looking at those people. He's going to get the guy that you least expect. So,
Right.
Yeah. So we're going to see.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? It's like, I think we have good coaching staff. I know everybody's hating on Kyle, but, whatever. And Robert Saleh, it's like, I guess you could all hate on him. He's going to get a coaching job, and he's going to be gone next year anyway. So
when you're losing, everybody gets a sample. Richard Sherman got hated tonight. Jimmy G was sitting up in the booth. People hate him on the track. They're just working him over. I laugh because I say,
right.
They haven't attacked George Kittle yet, but somebody did complain about George getting hurt about a week or two ago, and I thought about banning him. Hey, George is sacred. You're about to get, man, get out of here.
Yeah.
So, we be
I mean,
hating everybody.
you know what? Like, I told some guy on Twitter, honestly, I'm just proud that our team is out there playing their butts off. I mean, like, let's be honest. Like, most teams wouldn't even be competitive going through what we're going through.
God, yes. No, that's right. So, Denise, we're going to go.
So, I mean, on a positive note.
Their effort is there. Exactly.
Yeah.
Denise, it's going to get better.
All right. Well, you guys all have a good night.
Yeah, and we're going to all keep good thoughts and prayers out for you, too. It's going to get better. Got to get better. So we'll talk to you later, okay?
I appreciate that.
Nah, it's no problem.
All right.
Night, Denise.
Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Okay. Oh, God, so much misery today, huh? You hear about Elliott and his child, Denise's situation. My God, is in the 49ers looking like ass? Hey, Coach, come on in, Coach.
What's up?
Coach, nothing nice. We're just going through a period of time that we've been here before. Actually, we should be resilient to all this. I tried to remain upbeat during the game because I could see the writing on the wall. Like you were saying things in the chat. There were, I knew what we were headed. I was just hoping that the Bills would do what they've been doing all year, and then that is crumble in the second half and let a team come back on them. But no, not today. The 49ers, Cole Beasley, you superstar, step up. And he did.
Well, yeah. This was not a surprise to me. Okay. So I kind of expected it. And, I mean, it's still my team. I still root for them. I keep hoping they'll
they'll be better than they are. But the the bottom line is this: we got to face reality. We're playing with a we don't have all hands on deck. We don't.
Yeah.
And the NFL is Kyle says it all the time. I mean, it's a very, very tough place to play. I mean, it's all the teams are good, and he's right. They are.
Best of the best.
You saw that the Giants beat the Seahawks for crying out loud.
I enjoyed that too. Yeah.
Made my day, man. Oh my God, it made my day this weekend.
With Colt McCoy, not their starting quarterback. That makes it more fun.
I know. Daniel Jones didn't even play. I was like, holy cow, there's no way they're going to beat him with Colt McCoy. Anyway, I had some notes just real quick. I'll go through real quick.
Okay, real quick, Coach. Good.
This team right now, I mean, you got to look at what's contributing to what's going on. Well, obviously the injuries, we know that. It's not the coaching. Okay, forget about coaching. All right. I've been in situations with backup players, and let me tell you something, man. You can coach your ass off and be the best coach in the world, and those guys, they just don't win for you. Okay, they just don't have that edge in the game that the other guys do. So there's also, they got screwed by Santa Clara County this past week, and that affects the players. That affects their mindset.
Sure.
Kyle, he mentioned it briefly in one of his pressers. And he said he was working really hard to keep their mind focused and all that. And I think they got a little behind the eight ball because of that. So blame that on Santa Clara, damn it.
Mm-hmm.
And
the
then
administration is just hardcore. My God.
COVID, that's what it is. I mean, without going into details, I have some detailed information about it. But look up a guy named Andrew Kaufman with a K on the internet.
Okay.
You'll get some good insight. He's an expert. Anyway, we played zone defense just about the whole game. When we played man, they beat us deep.
Couldn't win for losing.
It didn't matter. It didn't matter. There was nothing we could have changed that would have won that game for us, except maybe one thing, and that's offensively. We could have had a shootout with them.
So they're not on the field all day. Exactly. We got to share some time, take some time away from them. Exactly.
And I'm looking. The culprit there, obviously, is the quarterback. It's Mullens and his inaccuracy. There's only so much you can do in the pocket if he doesn't get protection. Obviously he doesn't control all that, but when he throws the ball, he controls where the ball goes.
Mm-hmm.
His arm ain't getting hit, and the ball's not getting tipped. I mean, it should be going where it belongs. And that is, from a coaching standpoint, to the front forearm, or the front number of the jersey in the direction the receiver's turn. That's where you throw the ball. And if you don't hit that target, your chances of getting it knocked down or incomplete or him being tackled for a shorter gain it's inevitable. So that's part of it too.
Yeah.
And
Coach,
you mentioned, real quick.
Okay, go ahead. Because we got to go.
You mentioned real quick quarterbacks and Kyle, and Denise mentioned the Bills quarterback. Kyle has a guy in mind that's going to be someone we don't have an idea who it is, and I think I know who that guy is. I think I know who that guy is. His name's Ian Book.
Okay.
And he's a lot like the guy we just saw play. He's big, he can run, he's got a strong arm, and he's a mobile quarterback too. So he's carrying Notre Dame right now to a possible number 1 or number 2 seed. So anyway, that's that guy. But I also want to put out a quick shout out to, you said somebody had a son.
Tyle, and that's Elliot.
Elliot's okay. Little Elliot. Yeah, I'll keep him in my prayers. And I got a sister and a sister-in-law both down with the virus right now.
Oh no.
So, and they're older, so but it is what it is. I think kids are resilient. Just pray for them. Yeah. He'll work out.
All right.
Just be positive.
All right, Coach. Yeah, that's all he can do right now. All right, Coach.
Yeah.
Appreciate you know this.
All right,
we're gonna go. Let me see this end of the week, okay? All right.
Oh yeah.
Thanks,
Take care.
Coach. You too.
All right.
Night.
Bye.
Yep. Hey, and Ron, go ahead, Ron. Come on in. And Wang Chung, watch yourself, Brian Meow, and your new name. I know who you are. Cut it out. Cut it out. Hey, Ron, come on in. Hey, Ron's not there. No. Guys, don't start the political bull. I swear to God, don't do it. God dang it. Hey, Jay, come on in, Jay.
Ronbo,
Yo, Jay.
what's going on?
Jay, man, we're sitting back here feeling sorry for ourselves. Jay, it's funny because you got a lot of things going on in your life, but your ball club, and especially football fans, I used to be an NBA fan until I realized the NBA is totally fixed. But football hits down to the core, the soul of a man. You know what I mean? Even when we're not playing, it really does pretty much determine your whole mood. And this, if they would have went down fighting, but they went down looking like chumps. I mean, Jay, what'd you see today?
Well, first of all, I just want to say all prayers out to everybody going through sickness right now.
Oh, we got a lot too. Yeah.
And we believe in the Lord for fast healing and restoration, and we believe in them, thanking them for all what's already done. He already got everything in his hand. But as far as the team's concerned, it is what I expected. I wasn't too excited like most of the fans off of that beating the Rams. They still the same sorry ass Rams. And but we haven't beat a good team all year except for the bum Rams. We beat the Patriots.
I forgot. I was trying to which was the number 5 win. It was the Patriots. I forgot about that game. Okay. Okay.
We didn't really dominate no good team this year.
No.
So it's
because the Rams ain't good. Lucky.
Yeah. Basically, we just got to come to realize that our team ain't good as it is right now. You know what I mean? And next year, it's going to be even worse. Because Robert Saleh leaves, he's going to take either Mike Daniels or LaFleur as one of his offensive coordinators. He might take somebody off the defense as one of his defense coordinators.
I know, right? He's going to take somebody. You're right.
And have our free agents going to go wherever he goes. So, it is a
that's a good point, too. Especially defense.
Hopefully we can trade Jimmy to wherever he goes, too.
I knew you would. Oh, they got no money. They might draft this guy the coach is talking about, but ain't nobody coming here asking for no $25, $30 million.
And that's another thing with us, because this is going to be another, reload, rebuild year in this offseason, man. We need that $25 million going to Jimmy.
45?
25.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we can get a suitable quarterback, Ryan Fitzpatrick or somebody, and a rookie to come in and do what Jimmy do. And Jimmy good, but
so Jay, you got a rebuild starting next year, do you?
Retool. We're gonna call this a retool. Get the retool.
You know that new quarterback coming in to start is going to be a problem. That's going to be a project. He's got to learn. He's got to learn a lot, too. Kyle Shanahan's, his offense ain't no joke, and you know it.
Rambo, you want to do it now? You want to do it now or 3 years in the future?
No, you know how I feel. Bring Jimmy's healed body back up here and let's go to the playoffs. I'm not about new quarterback. I'll bring a rookie in and let him train, but that's Jimmy's team. They all know him. They've all worked together. They just need to be healthy. That's the only thing wrong with that team.
I understand that, but you bring Jimmy back, now you got $15 million in around 15, 18 million in salary cap with all these free agents. So the team's going to be different anyway next year. And they might struggle anyway. So, I mean, we're going to have a $27 million quarterback with an 8-8 team.
All right, you know what, Jay, we got to go, but we're gonna do the math on this. We're gonna have a show where we do the math and start looking at the guys we're getting rid of next year, Solomon, Kello, and about 15 others that ain't doing a damn thing. I'm telling you, there's gonna be money because the 49ers, if you ain't doing nothing, you got to go. You know, and it ain't only Jimmy. So we'll see what happens. All right.
All right. Appreciate it, Rambo.
Jay, you know I appreciate you too. And you, Rod, give me that horn too and that holler. I love when you do that.
Bang, 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 bang. Let's get it. Love all y'all, man. You love the earth.
Hey, we love you, man. I'm going to see you later, Jay.
All right, have a blessed.
You too. Hey, Darius.
What's up, Ronbo?
Darius, 5-7. We finally crossed the line. The best we can do now is 9-7. And Darius, I was hoping for at least no worse than 8-8 at this point. You know, you haven't got all your players, so you know you got to fight to at least come up with a decent season. But to go a whole season with all we've suffered and have a losing record to end the season, Darius, that's starting to scare me, bruh. Oh.
Yeah. You got the Redskins and Cowboys. That's 2 guaranteed wins.
Me? Darius, I don't know about the Washington team. I seen them beat up on the Steelers today, and they beat them up. It was real. That defense is serious. And they got some offensive weapons, too.
But the Steelers have been cutting it close to a lot of bad teams this year. So it's about time that a bad team. Washington Redskins. They're not horrible. I think they have a good pass rush. But they're offensively Alex Smith. I love Alex Smith. I'm glad he's back. He's playing. But Alex Smith doesn't throw the ball down the field. A lot of Jimmy Garoppolo action there. But
Smith threw a couple downfield today.
You play the Redskins next week, right? And I mean, if our defense, I don't know what the hell happened to our defense today.
They got
played
overwhelmed.
zone early.
Yeah.
Josh Allen picked us apart. They didn't go to man. Stephon Diggs just murders Jason Verrett. Nothing really worked for us today. Pass rush wasn't. I could have had me, suit up and play defensive line, and we'd have had the same result. Our pass rush wasn't really good. I mean, I think we beat the Redskins, we beat the Cowboys, and then we get Kittle back.
Darius,
we get Kittle and Jimmy back.
Darius, there's a reason why they're the Washington team. They haven't got a new name, okay? Really, that's something we should probably just go ahead and go along with. Is that okay? The Washington team, they're no longer the Redskins. Okay, but go ahead. It's just a thing I got. I worry about racist tones. Maybe you're not.
Oh, yeah,
I don't think you are.
Yeah,
but they got rid of that name for a reason. But go ahead.
Yeah, all right. All right, yeah. So
I appreciate it.
Let me get Jimmy and Kittle back week 16 against the Cardinals. And I think, maybe K1 comes back. And, you see how important K1 is. Even Emmanuel Mosley is. Cole Beasley. Now, Cole Beasley's not all that now. Cole Beasley.
He's 31.
Is a mediocre. Yeah, he's a mediocre receiver. And he had a career game against
130 yards. Yeah.
So you get
a touchdown.
Jimmy back, Kittle, and even Emmanuel Mosley or K1. I think you can beat if you win out, you go 9-7, which it's unlikely.
You never know.
Seattle, but
you know what? You
you
never
go
know what's going to happen. You go
9-7,
9-7. You never know. It could work.
I just had my only issue with today. Now a lot of people calling out Nick, but Nick played. I think I've seen Nick play worse. I've seen Nick play way worse.
True.
One of his interceptions, Ayuk just fumbled. I mean, not fumbled. He tipped his hand, and he got a pick off that. And the other one, it was a little late. But I've seen Nick play worse. I think he played all right. I'm just mad. Raheem can't have 9 carries in the game.
I know.
That's a problem.
But you know what? It ended up being a game they ended up having to throw because we got so far behind. And you can't get behind and run Kyle's offense because we do a lot of running, and that takes up too much clock, and it doesn't take too slow. It was a bad day, Darius. It was just a bad day. We're out of time, though.
Yeah, I don't really have. Yeah.
That's all right. Let
All right,
me see at the
Ronbo,
end of the
got
week,
you.
okay?
All right.
All right. Have a good night, Darius.
You too.
Thanks. And there's a big show. He said it's going to be tougher from here on. Washington has a fourth. That's what I'm talking about. We're not going to have it's not going to be fun next week. I'm scared of the one. I saw what they did today. Jesus. Well, I didn't know they were that good. And what's Nick going to do? That defensive front is vicious. This is Washington has a fourth-ranked defense in the entire league and is fighting for first place in the division. He goes, thanks, Show, for that contribution. My homeboy, please go straight to hell. Don't pass. Go. 425, Washington. Hello. Who is this?
This is Alex.
Alex. Oh, come on, Alex. We're in here whining. You might as well come on in and add some more. What are you thinking here?
Yep.
It's been a bad day. And then we have to hear about some bad things going on in our fams' lives. It's just really awful. So, keep it up, Kim. I'm telling you, man, Wang Chun, you're really playing my patience. I will excuse you. Keep it up. Go ahead, ma'am.
Yeah, tough loss. Buffalo was the better team. They made more plays, especially Cole Beasley.
Especially him.
They had a whole dinner back there in the pocket.
Yeah.
It was if we got pressure on Josh Allen and played man, we maybe had a chance. We couldn't get the run established that much with Raheem or anybody else. Time of possession was key, and couldn't.
They had the ball all day. They punted one time. Alex?
Yeah.
You said Alex, right? Yeah. One time in the fourth quarter. What?
Yeah. Couldn't get off the field when you needed to get off the field.
Well, one thing I guess we've got to get over. The 49ers went through a trauma this week, having to uproot and move to Arizona. I don't know how they felt. They sound like they're okay, but they're not. They don't feel. There was no enthusiasm or excitement out there. They weren't really. They were playing, but they were just playing to be playing. But they're not happy with what's going on now. You can actually feel it. So, sympathies.
Yeah. It's just tough, moving probably for them. Didn't they fly out to the Rams and just got told?
Oh, right. While they're in flight. Yeah, you guys, your time's up. Pack your stuff. You're done here for the season.
Moved to Arizona.
Whoa. God.
Really?
So,
But hey, we face Washington next week, the football team.
Sunday.
They just beat the undefeated. Not undefeated no more, but just
and they
Steelers.
beat them, too. I mean, they physically just beat the Steelers. They were really playing their butts off. And they won.
Yeah.
I just look at it and says, no, they ain't going to win, but they're putting up a good fight. We got to play those guys next week. I'm thinking to myself. And a few minutes later, I turn over. Whoa. They won?
Yeah. Crazy. The defense is pretty stout against the run.
They are. That pass rush is death.
Yeah. Casey Allen, Sweat, Rick Hagan.
We're just not the same team. I know people hate Jimmy, but we're not the same team without Jimmy and George. We're just not.
Yeah.
At least George
we
has to
win
be
with
there.
those guys, man.
Yeah. Dwelly made some good plays, but he doesn't bring the dynamic. George is blocking for the run game. He's out there playing. He's decoying. He's doing a million things. He is the heart and soul of the 49ers offense.
Yeah.
And if he ain't there, we struggle.
He gets the run game working. He gets the pass. It's just gets the offense moving. He gets downfield.
Keeps guys fired up. Alex, that was just short and sweet after the game. Let's see you at the end of the week, okay? But good stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Night, fam.
All right.
And we go back and check on Ron. Hey, Ron, are you there?
Ronbo.
Ron.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Oh, my bad. I was watching the press conference.
All right,
I was watching Ayuk when you took me. I was watching Ayuk, and I was listening to what he was saying. He was giving Mullens excuses, and then I switched back and I heard my name. I'm like, shit. Anyway,
that's okay.
I just want to give a shout out to that little boy.
I can't wait to see that. But go ahead.
I want to give a shout out to that little boy.
Yeah.
What'd you say his name was?
His name is Tyel, and his dad is Elliot. And give a little bit to Denise, too. She's going through a lot of trauma, too. Her got members of her family. Somebody passed away.
Yeah.
She's got COVID people going on. Oh, man.
Well, you got the faithful here. We're praying for you.
Yeah.
You know, I got my 6-month-old. I'm holding him right now. He's in my arms.
Oh, yeah. That's
but
great.
so I can't be mad because I have him, you know. But this game was just, and I had hopes too, man. I really did. I had hopes. I thought they were going to beat them. They came out tough. The first quarter was good.
Yeah, they looked inspired.
And I don't know what Shanahan was doing. Where was Mostert? What do you have? 9-10 carries?
You know, though, once we got behind by, was it 17 or 10 or something? 17. We were. The run game got shut off because it was like going toward the second quarter. Now we got to pass the ball, and so they tried to work.
Yeah, but even that, Ronbo, he was only running Wilson Jr. He wasn't really running Mostert that much, right? Like,
maybe he's taking it
and
easy on
I
Mostert.
think, I don't know, man, but
I mean,
Mostert, you need him.
I mean,
you need the
Debo.
Maserati. Yeah.
I mean, Debo. I think
Debo too. I said, turn the Debo show on, please. Like, where is Debo?
And did you see him once
They
he got
weren't
the
running
ball?
him enough.
Debo was fun every time he got the ball, wasn't he?
Yep.
Debo's pure entertainment. No matter what we're losing or what,
but actually,
give the ball to Debo.
Listen, though, Mullens didn't play that. He played with grit tonight.
Yeah,
I saw a little bit out of Mullens that I haven't seen in weeks. He made a couple bad throws, but like that Ayuk, that wasn't his fault. He hit Ayuk.
And it bounced off his
bobbled
arms.
Off his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can't blame him on that one. I don't think Mullens played that bad. But Sherman needs to sit the bench.
Yeah.
Get E-Man back.
Nobody else
I'm
could play.
sorry, but E-Man is so much better than
there was nobody else to bring in.
E-Man.
You got.
I know.
E-Man's out, and also Spoon is standing by, who's only a notch above Dante
I thought he was
Johnson.
going to play.
No,
I thought Spoon was going to play.
He can't play the slot. So Dante Johnson, who's played, he has experience in the slot. Cole Beasley had a career day against him because he's Dante Johnson.
130 some yards. But here's who you're missing. Here's who we're really missing.
K1.
Tart.
Yeah, but K1.
Yeah. Listen, in the back end, Tart ran that back end.
Well,
look at last year. He called
I
it
love
out.
Tart.
And K1. I know. I agree with you on that too.
But K1 or Taylor, you notice there's no Tyler Lockett show. There's no Cooper Kupp show when K1 and Jamar Taylor are on the field. And, as soon as they left, now look at us.
Oh, are we getting Tart back soon? Or is he out?
Tart's out for the season.
He's out
and
for
probably
the season.
for the year. Tart's probably played his last game
He
as a 49er.
probably won't be back. Yeah, he probably won't be
100%.
back.
He's too expensive.
Sherman won't be back.
No.
How do you feel about the rest of the year? Because I don't know if we're even going to make the playoffs.
We're not going to make the playoffs, I assure you. But what I did want to see was a couple more wins.
We
I
have
want
two
to
more
go into the
games.
offseason with an attitude that you got to go in winning. If you go in losing, that could carry on into next year. Because the 49ers, fully stocked, are going to be hell next year. Because number one, they're pissed off about this year. And number two, they know they're better than this. We know they're better than this.
They have a lot of money to free up, though, so we don't know who they're losing, who's coming back.
I can tell you, we're going to have a whole show as to who we're losing. I can't wait for that program.
Yeah. Let's keep it short.
It's going to be in double digits.
What I want to say is we got two games coming up.
Yeah.
Redskins, Cowboys. I know the Redskins Washington football.
Washington, thank you.
I know they just beat the Steelers, but I think we could. Come on, Alex Smith. I think they're going to beat them.
I hope
Cowboys. We go into Arizona.
Hey, Rob, we got to go. But you know what? We got to be careful. I don't mind losing to the Washington team, but for God's sakes, we cannot lose to the Cowboys.
I know.
Oh, my God, that'll ruin my whole year.
They're not going to lose. They're not going to lose the Cowboys. Come on.
Oh.
Who's playing quarterback?
I don't know. I never heard of him.
Dalton? Is it Dalton or the other one?
Something like that. All right. We got to go.
All right, man. Hey, God bless you.
Oh,
God bless you.
Thanks,
Number love.
You too.
Niners faithful. Next year.
Yeah.
Niners.
Night, Ron. I'm telling you, Mike, if I have 2 games to pick that I must win before the season's over, I don't care about losing the Cardinals, the Washington team, but Jesus Christ, please beat the frigging Hawks and the Cowboys. Hey, Johnny boy, come on in.
Hello.
Hey, Johnny boy. Come on in, man. Join us.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Man, hey.
I'm glad you're in a good mood. Johnny, you know what? You need to be in a good mood because we're having a lot of trouble.
God. My wife is a Washington Redskins team. Whatever they is.
Washington team, yeah.
Whatever. So I got to deal with that. That defense, come on, Slim.
Yeah.
Sean, we sat back in the zone and got burnt.
I mean, to a crisp.
We sat back in the it was first down is 12 yards a pop, and I told you, Kinlaw from here. Oh, okay, Diggs from here, from DC. Okay,
yeah.
Kinlaw told you, Kinlaw. Where was he at, man?
Where? Kinlaw is a project that, first of all, you know he's not in shape. I heard, actually, John Lynch said the other day in KNBR, he was laughing about Kinlaw making that play. He said, well, I got to tell you why. Kinlaw was actually winded and tired, and the only reason why he sat back like that and he made that play. Let him tell you that. And they all started laughing. I said, Kinlaw's got to get that big body of his. He needs to lose about 10 pounds, Johnny boy, and because he's already athletic, but he's too big. He's got to take some of that size down so he can not get tired. And get stronger. He got to get that grown man strength. Get in the weight room. Let's start training. Get a little cardio in, and be ready to charge like a madman next year. They didn't get enough training at the beginning of the season. They couldn't do it.
I'm not mad at Nick Mullens, but what is it about mobile QBs, bro? We can't stop shit.
He didn't. You know what?
We can't stop that, bro.
Did you, Johnny boy? He wasn't even running today though. He moved to his right. But as far as taking off running, he did that once. He had plenty of time in the pocket. He didn't have to run. He was standing in the pocket, smoking a J, having a drink, kissing his girlfriend, and he still had time to throw the ball wherever he wanted to. It was not about him running. He was sitting there from the pocket, tearing us apart, picking that zone to pieces. Cole Beasley, he's just hitting Cole anytime he wants to. He refused to go downfield, but there's Cole all over the field. 130 yards of offense and a TD. I think he got more than one.
And that's secondary terrible, man. We got smoked.
It was terrible. It was just embarrassing.
Hey.
I thought we was going to play
better.
We
got smoked. Fuck that.
Yeah, it'll get better because it can't get any worse. We'll see him next week.
Sherm got go.
Yeah, he is. And he already said he was. He knows. But Johnny boy, we ain't got any cornerbacks. We don't have any cornerbacks under contract. So next year it's gonna be interesting. And we ain't got no quarterbacks, and we ain't got no money.
Dang. I think we need a one route receiver. Like a one though. Like a one.
Oh, you mean a number one receiver? It might be Ayuk. See, this is the thing about our receivers, because we can't go out and get anybody that costs money. Kyle is developing Debo and Ayuk, and Ayuk shows a lot of promise. Debo's already there. You got Kendrick to back them up. They may draft another, I'm not sure. But this is a project that's coming along. He's been there since 2017, 3 years of building on this. We'll see what happens next year. But right now, I don't know about
Kendrick, my
solid.
man, but he plays too much, right?
Well, he's
my man, though.
Yeah, Kendrick's going to be that third guy. I don't know if they can keep him. I don't know what kind of Kendrick contract he's going to accept. But yeah, we don't have a lot of money. But Johnny, but let me see you this weekend. All right, we're out of time. It's short and sweet after the game.
I'm gonna holler at you.
All right, fam. Appreciate that. Night. And I mean, it is late, huh? We're here time. Bobo, if we lost to a good team, got a difficult schedule too. Yeah, I know. We gotta understand that. We didn't get beat by no clowns like the Hawks did. Actually, the Giants got a good defense. I mean, you know what? The Giants' defense looked solid yesterday, and they made some good plays. So, who was that quarterback, though? Oh, I think it was Colt McCoy. Be Harold.
From B's what it is, which is my baby.
Oh, be Harold, man. It's all about the cloud that's hanging over the Niner Empire. The weather all around us is looking all right, but we got clouds, rain, and stormy conditions. Bam, give me some sense of what you got, because I appreciate what you said. We need to realize who we are and type of thing was what you was talking about, and stop crying about losing these games. We're not in position to win no games. We got backups after backups of the backups. You know.
Hey, the way I'm looking at it is like this, Ronbo. The earlier we lose, the earlier we pick. You feel me?
It's the way to look at it now. Yeah.
Hey, that's the way to look at it, man. Ronbo, I heard one of the guys say that Saleh was adjusting the defense, Fitz Sherman. I ain't gonna agree to that. We played zone pretty much all of last year, even up into the Super Bowl. We ain't never really been a man coverage team. You know what I'm saying? If that was the case, Sherman would travel.
Yeah. They tried to play a little bit of a hybrid this year, though, with that new secondary coach. But they didn't plug in that too often. It was usually you're right, about zone.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm at where I stand, man. As far as QB, man, if we're going to draft a quarterback, I say we need to get us another Alex Smith, man. We need to get us a check down Charlie. At least somebody that, won't turn the ball over. And we got faith in. I got faith in Nick Mullens, but he just sometimes look like he be too antsy, man. Maybe it's because we don't have an offensive line. Yeah, experience on the line.
Can you imagine, B-Ham? That's got to be scary. Knowing they ain't gonna protect you. Did you see his feet? The boy was so scared, I thought he was gonna pee on himself. When they're trying to get that quarterback sneak, I have to feel sorry for him.
And that's the bad part about it, Rumbo. I mean, even with that same line, a lot of those plays we didn't get, we would have got with Jimmy. On those 3rd and inches and 4th and inches. Yeah. We got held at the goal line. That would have been Jimmy G all day. That would have been a touchdown.
Yeah.
So, it ain't no use to crying over spoiled milk. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look to next year. Somehow I think we're going to go defense. And rightfully so when I sometimes think about it, if we do go defense, maybe we need another edge rusher to complement Nick Bosa, because
you need
what's his
a
name?
center.
D Ford is gone.
Oh yeah,
D Ford is gone.
left weeks ago, fam. D Ford's been gone.
Yeah.
You know what? We need a center, somebody who can come.
We already cut him.
No, well, Weston ain't gonna help. Weston next year, watch, he's still gonna have complications. That was a serious injury he had last year. He's done.
I actually hope that Kinlaw do something, because he that boy look like he just lazy out there, man. I'm sitting on that. I'm sitting on that one, Ronbo. That was a bad pick, man. We should have picked up a wide receiver.
We did late in the first round.
I don't know what we got to do. Now we should have had two. We should have had Judy, and I would have loved Judy and IU.
Or my boy Henry Ruggs. boy, because we need a speed dude. We really need one.
Yeah.
Judy's got great moves,
Yeah.
though. I'd take either one. But I need somebody to take the top
Judy
off
is
that
a route
defense.
runner.
Yeah.
But I don't know, Ronbo, man. Look, like I say, man, we always got to look forward to next year, man. We got some things to work out. Yeah, man. Hey, Sherm getting slow. I think we need to find us some. We need to try to look at some of those LSU receivers. I mean, not receivers, but
Defenders. Yeah.
corners, man. We need some man. We need some people that can play man coverage
I hear you.
and be able to follow guys. And
Always got some. We got to go. But let me. I'll see you this weekend, and glad you got in here.
All right.
You on the road?
No, man, I'm at the crib, man.
Oh, okay.
I'm sitting here finna play me a game of Madden. But, yeah, man, I get with you, man.
Just don't put Dante Johnson in the slot. You'll be okay. All right.
Oh no, hold on. He don't even see the playing. He don't even see the field, man. But yeah, man, you hold it down, man, and I'll make sure I get in contact with you, man. I'll holler
Looking
back
forward
at
to
you.
it. All right, B-Ham. Night, fam.
All right.
Oh,
Night.
Man. Hey, Nate.
What's up, man?
Nate, getting back to what we used to do. After getting a taste of glory, we can fall right back into the pit of hell, and the darkness is all around us. And it's going to be until honestly next year when the guys get back healthy. And you know what worries me the most, Nate? When they come back healthy, every game next year I'm going to be paranoid. Every time I see a hit, every time I see a catch or a tackle, I'm going to be saying, oh, okay, he got up. Good. Our guys, they get hurt on suggestion. Gee.
Yeah, but we gotta fix the drafting issue. Solomon Thomas injured. Reuben Foster not even on the team anymore. I mean,
No. That first round is 2017 first round, terrible.
Yeah, and then you got this. You got.
Wait, hey,
I don't know what.
Nate, stay on that page. 2018, right? We pick up Mike McGlinchey, first round, number 10. Mike is a great run blocker, but he will not protect your quarterback.
Exactly. We don't. I don't. And then we got the defensive tackle. He's not fast enough, man. I don't know.
Javon.
Javon is not great. Man. He's good, but I'm not gonna look, man. This is just one game, and we got embarrassed, right?
But Nate,
we don't have the point. We can't play man defense. Robert Saleh doesn't adjust what's going on their offensive side of things, and he's not adjusting to the defensive things. And what can we do? There's nothing we could have done in this game because we didn't have the right personnel to battle that team.
That's what I was getting ready to say. I feel sorry for Saleh. He doesn't have anything left to work with.
That's exactly right. And then we didn't get Devo involved early in the game. There wasn't enough Devo, man. Devo, once he gets the ball, we all get excited. You know that? He'd be running people off.
Boy, he's fun. I love to watch Devo get the ball. And he didn't get it much today. But, boy, every time he got it, it's exciting, you know? That boy he's going to be a star. He's already a star.
Yeah, Mullens not there's some touch issues with him, and there's not enough arm strength. He had Ayuk out there for a deep route pass. He could have got a touchdown off that throw. If he would have threw that correctly, he would have had him going in for 7 instead of
he had it on target. It just was too short. He had to wait for it. If he could have got that a little further, yeah. See, that's why that pass last year. If we had Ayuk into the Super Bowl, Ayuk runs underneath that one because he's faster than Sanders, and he would have caught that in stride.
Yeah. But now we got to get Jimmy back, and we got to. So people are talking about McGlinchey moving inside, right? So like maybe right.
Know. That scares me too. Oh God! But he might be better. He might be. I don't know, Nate. He maybe is.
Man, John Lynch can't be sitting there drafting the guy. And then I heard about the guy that they wanted Kyle Shanahan was going to pick up was the Bills quarterback.
Josh Allen.
Right now.
Yeah.
So why are we doing this to ourselves? We have these great solutions that we're not doing the right things.
we're not picking the right. I thought this was all going to stop when that other guy got off the GM position. What was his name? I even forgot his name. The other guy that was there for years. I
really don't know why you forgot my name. You know, by now, I thought everybody said my name enough. I'm Trent Baalke, and you guys are still talking about me 2-3 years after I leave, and I think you really ought to be stopping it. You know, I like Trent now that he's gone. Trent was such a clown. None of the players got along with him. He couldn't get along with his coaches. Trent did everything a GM can do to destroy a team. He picked out a bunch of guys in the draft. Trent Baalke would come back with 30, 40 draft picks all the time. He had plenty of draft picks, and he'd bring back things that you ask, look what the cat drug in now. Trent? Jesus. So, you know.
All these injuries. He did draft. Didn't he draft DeForest Buckner, though?
Yeah.
Did he draft?
You know what? You're right, Nate. To be fair, Buckner, Jimmy Ward, who's doing pretty good this year and last year. Last year you also had Eric Armstead. He's had some good players. I won't running backs. No.
John Lynch in the first round. We haven't seen anything out of him in the first round.
John Lynch? Well,
yeah.
Nick Bosa.
That was dropped right on our hands.
Yeah.
That he's in now.
You know, it's draft picks are a shot in the dark. You know, you it's always a lucky thing. It's a crapshoot. You're going to get lucky if he's good. Most of the time, they're bombs. But Nate, we're out of time, Nate. Let me see the end of the week, all right?
We need to draft people that can man up because this is the new league now. We need to man up.
True.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right, man. Have a good night.
You too, Nate.
All
Good to hear
day.
from you. All right. Night. And this just in says Zach Wilson isn't coming. Get over it. Thanks for the contribution, Justin. Saleh's trying to stay in San Francisco, no Detroit. When we keep losing, they might think that way anyway. Rich Rivera. Ronbo, God bless everyone. And the kid and his family and Denise's family, too. I'm going to the same family and friends with COVID. I love you, brother. Rich. I wish, hey, folks that are dealing with this situation, really, man, God, I hope it gets better. It's such a terrible time. Vaccines are coming out now, too, which is very scary. And if they just could have been a little sooner, right? Maybe some of these folks wouldn't be sick. God, it really bothers me. 831, hello. Baalke and John Lynch talk to each other every day.
Hey.
Yes, and who is this?
Hey, my name's Mario.
Mario?
Yes.
Hey, hi, Mario. Well, Mario, you go ahead. You have something you say about this terrible day or this terrible night? Yeah.
Oh no, I'll let you go first.
No, I've got nothing to say. I'm just here to answer the phone and see what people have to say about today's game. There's been a lot of things already brought up. Anything you want to add or talk about? Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of optimistic about the season.
About the season?
Yeah. Well, next season.
Oh, next season, which is a better subject anyway.
Yeah.
Go right ahead.
Exactly. No matter if we keep winning or lose,
mm-hmm.
I feel like that next season,
mm-hmm.
once Bosa comes back.
Yeah. We got a lot of people that need to come back. Mario, the problem is there's some people that wish we could get back that they can't re-sign because we got no money. And the NFL's they're gonna make the cap is going to get smaller next year, which means you're gonna have less money to spend. So it's getting rough because there's no fans. There's no revenue from the fan support.
Yeah, as long as they keep like those core players like Warner.
Oh, he's definitely staying. Yeah.
Like definitely.
Yeah.
Like Trent Williams.
Yeah, he's staying.
That's that about the Sherman.
Sherman's not staying. Sherman already
Exactly.
announced.
But,
He
I
pretty
feel-
much announced he's not staying.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like they're definitely gonna go secondary, like in the draft, like somewhat early. But they should offensive lineman probably first.
So badly. But we also need a cornerback. Do you know we have some offensive linemen that are under contract? Do you know we don't have any cornerbacks under contract after this season ends? Not one.
Yeah, that they're definitely gonna go for the youth with Mosley and Barrett.
Well, yeah, but hopefully they'll accept the contract. Verrett is going to be expensive. Mosley, I think he's under a restricted free agent, so he won't be too expensive. But man,
I feel like the culture that they built, I feel like they want like Mac, it brings them. They want to stay. I could tell.
Yeah.
Just the way the John Lynch and Shanahan.
Yeah, players, they probably,
Like
a
how
lot of
they-
guys want to stay with the 49ers. But the 49ers are going to make some choices. If you had to pick out 3 players right now, or 5, let's say you pick out 5 players next year that you don't mind or you have to sacrifice, could you pick out any names?
That's a sacrifice. Like I cut them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because we already got rid of Dante
D
Pettis.
Ford.
Yeah, there's one.
D Ford.
Yeah.
Probably Richburg.
Yeah, I agree.
Both has a lot of money.
Kwaski Tart.
Or
Solomon Thomas.
Isn't he a free agent?
Yeah. Well, no, that's right. You don't re-sign him, is what I say. Solomon Thomas,
Yeah.
also a free agent. No,
I don't know. I feel like we're gonna miss Tart because I feel like
and stop fooling around with Dante Johnson. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, like I don't know. I miss Tart because like here's the replacement who is like Moore.
Yeah, T Moore. Yeah, he's got some things he's got to learn, but he's a good replacement. Yeah, Mario, we always keep it short after the game because it's really late. Let me see you later on the week. And great to meet you. Can we do that?
Yes, Ronbo. One more thing.
Okay.
I just turned 18 on last Wednesday. I wanna if I could get like a 49er birthday.
Okay. Production gives you permission. All right. Are you ready? Mario, a newbie.
Yes.
He just had his birthday. Wait, hold on a second. I need this to pick my mood up. Happy Nana's birthday, Mario. Happy Nana birthday to Mario. Happy Nana. For 1-8 for Mario.
Thank you, Rumble. You have a good night.
My pleasure, fam. You too. Talk to you later. And we go to area code is 510. Hello.
Hey, what's up, Rumble?
Yo, and who was this?
This is Legit. Remember Legit? I only
Legit.
called a couple of, I think, one
Legit. I
weekend.
don't know why we don't have your name. Legit. Come on in, man.
How you doing? Rumble? I know you're kind of stressed out. I heard you. When you
It's been a very stressful day, legit, man. This is terrible, man. If the 49ers were to go down, I was hoping to go down like in the fourth quarter, 3 or 4 minutes to go, and if they're going to lose or win, let it look like we competed. Legit. The Bills were on the field all damn day. We couldn't get them off.
I'm telling you, Rumble, that these coaches have only one formula, and that's starting to get frustrating. They do the little short passes. I understand that that's how we're built, but you got to look at it like a fighter. If you have an opponent that's kind of tall, then you got to try to get in a little bit closer. So you got to change it up. If you got a fighter that's attacking you, then you need to dance it a little bit. And I think the Niners use the same formula over and over, which is good when it works. But then when the other team figures you out, I don't see Saleh making adjustments or Kyle. They try to use the same formula for every situation, and it's not the same team that you beat last week. So how can you use the same formula if it's a different team? So that's kind of frustrating. So Bill Wallace used to say that, it's like boxing. And I remember earlier today you were saying that the Bills were kind of like jabbing us. They were just jabbing us. So if a big, tall fighter is jabbing us, that means that you might have to bob and weave and maybe go to the ribs now.
Yep.
And we were still trying to headhunt and because we're using the same formula week after week. So that, I don't know. I'm just kind of frustrated that professional coaches don't see it and regular fans like us see it. And Saleh's being too stubborn with his zone defense. Okay, it works once in a while, but they were eating us up, Ronbo. They were eating us up because the zone has these big gaps. And if you're not trying something different, then you're not throwing any twists in them. Yeah. But that was frustrating, man. And I don't know. I think if we could pull out a couple of wins, I don't know. I agree with you. It's starting to look kind of grim, and I just want to beat the Cardinals and Seattle.
No, we can't. Legit, the Cowboys. The Cowboys. They're already running around in the chat. You got to beat the Cowboys. The Cardinals are going to be hard to beat. I do want to beat the Hawks and the Cowboys. I'd love to beat the Cards, but ooh,
just to give us something to cheer about, right?
Yeah, God. And I do worry that the coaching staff is probably staying within the capabilities of the players they have on the roster. You know what? But they're grown-ass men that are professionals. I really wish they would actually go ahead and see if they can push them to a limit that they don't think they're capable of and see what happens. They ain't got nothing to lose.
I think they could do that, Ronbo, because you've seen what the team that beat the Seahawks, the Giants with that backup quarterback, the coaches must have did something there. The coaches must have said, hey, don't let the Seahawks beat you, and they'll have straight up backups. So we could do the same thing because they're professional athletes, man.
They did it with defense so legit. The Giants' defense was all over the Hawks. That's the way you beat the Hawks. Russell Wilson beat his ass, get him into the dirt, and downfield, they was actually intimidating all them receivers. I mean, DK Metcalf almost got into a fight with one dude. So I say, that's the way you do. Take it to him.
But see, that's my point, Rumble, is that it's a team sport. So if the Giants threw the Seahawks off with defense, then we got to figure out whatever our opponent's weakness is and attack them that way. Maybe one week is our defense that we let them wild, or maybe the other week is one thing that's really frustrating, and I said this in my first phone call, is that, Kyle, look, I understand that we don't got like a burner that could go down deep, but these are professional athletes. You could still set them down like a certain route that will have them catch the ball and just cut out. But we really don't try anything new. So I was surprised they even threw it to IU today that deep. I was like, what?
And they had to.
Threw it deep?
And Shannon only did that because we were behind by so many scores. I wish Kyle would do that more often. Everybody thinks it's about the quarterback's inabilities. Kyle won't call the play.
Why don't we do that right from the get-go? Because we're not going to go to the playoffs. Why don't we just try a game where we push every button?
Legit,
we push every button and we say, let's see.
We got to go, but you may see that next week. Kyle may experiment for a change and see what happens.
Okay, Ronbo, let me just say a quick shout out to my two daughters, Maribel and Isabel, and my wife Monica, who are big Niner fans, and I also want to say my heart goes out to those people that are going through some stuff. So The SF on the 49er helmet stands for, for strong family. So hopefully their families get better, and I wish them the best.
I like that. That's special. Legit, you're so cool, man. That's awesome. And best to you too, fam. I'll tell you what, you and the family you just mentioned too. All right? See you later in the week, okay?
Okay.
Don't be so long getting back here.
I
Be looking for
appreciate
you. All right, fam.
Okay, no problem, man. Well, have a good night, man.
You too.
Okay.
And Mr. Block Ice 2-2. Hey, shout out to Elliot's kid and Denise. One love. My Niners will be okay. Got some good news. Your man Block Ice 22 about to get the keys to my new home. Hey, congratulations, fam. Going in there. Make it a home. Tony.
Hey, Ronbo.
Tony.
What's happening, brother, over there? Big U.S. of A.
I know, right? Terrible things. You would think leading the planet in COVID tragedy would be bad enough. And now you turn on your screen and you watch the 49ers, which probably doesn't matter when you look at the grand scheme of things. You can't put in the same boat with COVID and sickness. But if you're not feeling good anyway, and then the 49ers come in there clowning up, that was just an awful game. That was the worst game all season, actually. Right up there with the Miami Dolphins game. Expected better.
Yeah. I'm starting to think that our boy Robert Saleh is a little bit overrated.
That's the talk today. A lot of people are saying that.
I mean, I had the pleasure of sitting at home today and watching that game live. And
terrible.
On TV, and we were getting beat
like a drum.
Like the other dude said, there was a lot of gaps. We were getting beat. The quarterback was throwing balls freely across the middle of the park.
And there was all kind of room in every direction, right? I don't understand how that happened either.
Yeah.
I don't get that.
And at the very rare chance when we did cover the middle of the park, we managed to get interceptions and stop him from throwing across that way. Well, this guy was throwing straight down the middle, no problem at all. There was no one for miles, mate. I thought in that particular game, one of the crucial areas is in the middle of the field that you've got to protect, force him to throw to the end, or force him to run to one side to throw the ball. Don't let him throw across the middle of the park, mate, like an X, just diagonally throwing the ball at will. So I don't think you can put the whole blame on Mullens either. And towards the end of the game, Kyle Shanahan turned into Chip Kelly. Started, with that hurry up offense. Come on, boys.
He was trying to take advantage. The defense was kicking our butt so bad. He was trying to see if he could rush past them, It didn't work.
Yeah. Well, worked for a little bit, but,
But you're right about the defensive situation. But then again, what we didn't know, Tony, is just how good K'Wan Williams and Jamar Taylor really are. We didn't put up with this nonsense until they left. And enter Dante, I'm here to represent Swiss cheese, Johnson. God.
How many times do we have to get rid of that bloke?
He'll be back. Tony, what scares me, he'll be back next year. The 49ers sort of
with how many different coaches? It's not just one coach. We've had this guy with multiple coaches. You can't get rid of him. He's like a nightmare.
I don't know what it is. Why does he? I think Saleh had him on speed dial, and they cut him. He gets cut at the beginning of the season, and then before the season's over, the injury set in, and what do? Call Dante. If I was in the room, please. Anybody but Dante. But here's the thing. They called another guy, Tony. Remember that guy in the Miami Dolphins game? Who is that? I thought Dante was bad. This guy makes Dante look like a Pro Bowler. He was getting smoked on every play. Dolphins were just pumping it down the field, and this guy was getting beat on every go route. I said, who is this dude? So, I don't know. We can't.
I mean,
Oh,
you also talk about momentum changes and, Sherman making that mistake after we got the ball. After, who was it? Fred? No, was it Warner or was it somebody else that intercepted the ball when Sherman
could that foul. It was Warner.
Yeah, I mean that's a turning point of a game too.
He did that in the Super Bowl too.
You can't make those stupid mistakes like that. I think Sherm's either going to go or he has to go, or if they're going to keep him, put him at safety or something like that.
Well, he wants to
But I
play
think
safe,
it's time for him.
He's not staying, Tony. He's already made it pretty much clear that we can't afford him, and they can't.
I think it's time for him to go.
Yeah, he can go. Well, what I worry about is we don't have any cornerbacks under contract right now. What are the 49ers going to do? You need to sign Verrett. He's going to be expensive, Tony. You can keep Emmanuel Mosley. Akello Witherspoon, you know what scares me? They're going to keep him because they know he's not going to know. He's going to know better than to ask for a lot of money. So they got Mosley and Spoon at corner, and I don't know who else. At safety, he's going to have Ward, I imagine. He's under contract, but it's a real scary situation back in that area.
It is, but you got to keep the faith in the dudes that
got money,
have picked guys for us
cash
in the past.
Yeah.
No, free agents and things like that, people we've never heard of, and then all of a sudden they become, superstars. Look at Breeder.
They've got one guy on the practice squad, a cornerback, that
Wilson
it seems
Jr.
Not him. There's a cornerback on the practice squad that it seems he may be getting a little more attention. They're keeping him under wraps right now, so nobody notices and tries to snatch him. But he could be a player of the future. He sort of fits he checks all the boxes. So we're going to see. Tony,
no, I meant Wilson. Wasn't Wilson
Jeffrey Wilson Jr. He stays.
Free agent.
I don't know, but he may have signed a one-year contract. He may have signed a one-year contract.
When we got him. I'm saying when we got him.
Oh, when we first got him?
When we picked him up.
Free agent?
Yeah.
No, he's undrafted. Yeah. He'll be back.
That's what I mean. So look at him now. We might be able to do that with a corner. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If there's one now, as I mentioned.
So that's what I meant by have faith in our guys that pick up, the scouts and the people.
Yeah. The guy
we seem to be good at that.
Yeah, the guy I'm talking about was Parnell Motley. Thanks, ma'am. I can't see your name there. No, I need this off. Okay. Anyway, the guy's name is Parnell Motley, and I've heard some things about him. He could be getting groomed for position. But we gotta go, Tony. Let me see you at the end of the week, huh? Good to hear from you.
No problems. Just quickly shout out to those people that are going through some bad times, and that young boy. He'll pull through. You can't. When you're young, you're bulletproof, so he'll be all right.
Kids do well with this. He'll be all right. He's got to be.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Good stuff.
He'll be fine.
All right, Tony. Look forward to hearing from you a little later on, okay? Have a great week.
All right. Shout out to everybody. Thanks, Ronbo.
Thanks, Tony. Bye. T12W, thanks. Parnell Motley. I heard a lot about him, actually. Ma'am, I'm going to go, and so we, try not to be alone with your thoughts. Have something to eat. Watch something on TV. Don't watch any of the football coverage shows because they're going to piss you off. And just enjoy yourself. We got to finish this season. And before you know it, next season will be here. And we'll be laughing at clowns like Patrick Mahomeboy, who needs to get man over. Or better yet, hopefully he would step in a manhole that a sewer system is running content through. But I'll see you later on the week, fam. Won't be able to make it back until this weekend. We start talking about next week's game, and we'll feel better. We'll feel better because this is what we do. Love you, fam. And Dad, can't wait to see you later. Thanks for the contributions tonight, fam. And prayers out tonight to Denise and her family and this situation going on there. And Elliot and my dude, Tyrell, don't you get better right now. Talk to you this weekend. Niners! It's gonna be all right.